Welcome back. So,
Yes.
Fate Chosen huddled together in Captain Maverick's quarters with Mr. Gibbs and Captain Maverick. We're not going to outrun it, says Captain Maverick. Mr. Gibbs, get the men. Whatever barrels we have, bring them topside. Secure them against the rails to provide some kind of cover. Make sure all the guns have equal shot and power distributed. Get the men ready. Aye, Captain.
You think we can fight it?
Well, we can't outrun them, not with this wind.
You've obviously handled something like this before, right?
Of course.
Inside check.
Go ahead.
It is 100%.
18.
She is telling them the truth, but there is worry in her voice as well. This is a whole arc that, has much more men and firepower than the Blue Horizon does.
Cannons our best shot? Or is there another way that we can perhaps fight them off?
Unless we can reach the galleon's graveyard. That's probably our best hope. They won't follow us there. The ship's too heavy. She'll run aground before we do.
And will we make it?
If the winds turn, yes. At this pace, no. We have to plan for the worst.
I'm gonna put Arca aside while everyone's sort of playing that. Arca, can you make me anything that goes kaboom?
Can I make anything that goes kaboom?
Can you make him anything that goes kaboom?
How long until you want it?
As soon as you can, before they reach us.
Magic attack, right? Kaboom.
And was it one of them?
Even like,
Use a cantrip.
even like
Drop
with
it
like,
against
you know,
weather for the next
the
one.
barrels or the gunpowder
Nice.
or I don't know, you can make some sort
It's,
of exploding thing.
It's wild for the next 24 hours.
To react with like.
Yeah, for the next at least 18 hours, it looks like it's going to be against you. But there is the possibility of that changing.
That's smart.
And regardless of which way the direction's coming, it's going to be rough sailing. There's definitely going to be a storm they're going to pass through.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's something similar, but I think that works so much more.
I'm just gonna work, but I'm gonna see since I can bring water. I'm gonna test on the bottle of this shit. Take water, maybe.
Chen, the quartermaster, comes in. Ma'am, they're about 8 hours behind us.
$8 hours. They'll never catch us.
They're gaining on us.
8 hours?
With
It's crazy.
8 hours. And you want to put it underwater?
It will get wet.
I don't know, like outside a character. I don't know, like I got the magic stones, but I don't know if they'll do enough damage. Like, yeah, I don't know.
What I want to try and do is maybe like put a hole in the bottom of the hull,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe if it takes water or something.
There's plenty of gunpowder on the Blue Horizon.
Yeah.
Would I, using that in 8 hours, would I be able to make some sort of like, I don't know, like
Satchel or
sugar
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You've got plenty of time to try and work something,
And they gotta be sticky.
Yeah.
but it's going to be, and there's plenty of tar and stuff and oil on the ship. There's plenty of materials on the ship that you could make something, but it's going to need an intelligence check to see if, you can make something. And regardless of that, it's a big ship, so you can definitely blow a hole in it and take on water, but, you know,
It's not going to sink it.
yeah, well, not sink it, you know, within 10 minutes at least, and, you know, ships have pumps and stuff on them.
I could give it a go. But I'm going to need gunpowder, tar, and
I've already ran off to get the gunpowder and it's all.
As is following you, as soon as he heard gunpowder.
What's your swim speed?
Full speed. Actually, I think I swim faster in the water.
Has Master Gibbs shown you how to use the guns?
We just click on your swims.
He did.
Normal speed.
He didn't need to.
Think if you
Good.
click on your walking
Should the crew go down,
maybe it shows you, or-
make sure the cannons are firing.
I've got something. I just said something about it.
Are we, tactic wise, are we going, do you think they'll do a similar trick to last time where they'll deploy them via the rope attachments, or do you think,
I don't know. There's plenty of bolts in there. Chen, are they trying to approach discreetly? And Chen shakes his head and he's like, they're in full view, ma'am.
Like roll for the person swim. Is that normal, or?
I guess the man,
But it's hard.
Well, I have superior firepower, superior men. There's no need for discreetness.
Is there anything we can do about the darkness?
Chen pipes up and is like, they're not using it. They're chasing us down in open view. The crew's been told to aim at the oars. Should the gun crew go down, make sure you aim at the bottom of the ship, shoot at the oars. It will slow them down, and they'll have to rely on their sails. In this wind, we should still outrun them. But
There's a good 200 oars on this thing though, right?
yes, and they are slaves.
okay,
Are you going to be alright with that? Is that going to be a problem?
no, I mean, not for me, anyway.
We can damage the oars without killing the slaves though, right?
No, you're going to be shooting a cannon at
Um,
where, you know, they're wrong, the oars.
What if we tear down their sails?
They have their oars. It wouldn't do anything.
Well, wouldn't we be able to outrun them at that point?
Not with their oars and this wind. The wind is against us, Master Orphan, says Chen. Chen, make sure anything we don't need is thrown overboard. Lighten her as much as you can. Aye, Captain. And Chen walks out the cabin.
Do you know much of the inside?
Of the Ark,
Yes, you mentioned slaves. Are they chained? Are they?
they are chained to their positions.
Do you know if they are guarded?
I would assume so.
Like, sorry, from outside again, from Maverick's experience, like, would she know roughly how many people would be on a ship like this?
Or something that size, it would be like at least 300 crew, and then whatever soldiers they're carrying on top of that.
Yeah, wow.
Which, you know, something like that could easily carry another 500.
So for us getting on board and trying to, you know, we get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the dead Dark Elves still somewhere?
They've been thrown overboard.
Alright, if they're gonna catch up with us regardless, according to you, what's our strategy if they do come on board? Are we fight for your life, are we gonna try and take down their ship before focusing on the people on this boat? Like,
The main priority is making sure, if we can outrun them, that we have every possibility we can. Make sure the guns are always firing. Defend yourselves if you need to, but inflict as much damage as you can on their ship.
The approach that they attacked us last time, are they likely to do that again?
They're in full view, so I presume would be an all-out assault. Bolts, ropes, and all kind of fire. I presume they mean to sink us this time round.
Are the cannons on our boat on the sides, or
There's 4 cannons, so 2 top deck and 2 below deck, and then it has 2 chasers, so 2 below deck that face behind.
Do you think they'll attack us afar again, or will they get close?
We'll have to see once they get closer, but I assume again they'll plan to sink us.
Well, I'm just thinking if they're gonna catch up with us anywho, should we take our chances and try and get the upper hand first?
What do you mean, Master Dwarf?
Well, if they're coming up behind us, and most of our artillery's on the side of the ship, when the time's right, should we instead veer off course so that our guns are facing them?
Aye, we will do that. But most likely they'll try and board us from the side. There's no point them keeping behind us. Regardless, they'll approach us from one of our sides. Our cannons won't be able to keep up fire with whatever artillery they have on theirs.
What's the distance on the artillery? Like how far can that shoot?
I think it's 1,200 feet is the maximum. These are the 9-pound guns.
I think it'd definitely be no contest if we take them side to side, but don't you think we'd have better chances if we took them from the front and acted first?
You mean for us to attack them?
They're gonna catch up regardless.
And we allow them to board us, and then what?
Haven't got that far to be honest, but
No.
How many would be on their ship?
It's an arc like that, at least 500 plus soldiers. They'll stand with boats for sure. If you're on the guns, try to sink them. Sink the boarders.
What? Sorry?
Rowboats against us, as well as grappling and whatever else they have. If the boats approach us, try to sink them, or open fire with whatever magic and weapons you have. Sink them before they get on the boat. Allow the guns then to focus fire on the oars. It's going to be our only hope. If the wind changes, fantastic. If it doesn't,
Would it help if I was able to screen us for a time?
how so? Like last time? Surely they wouldn't fall for that again.
I know a spell that creates fog. Would it give us a chance, or would it?
How dense and how big would you be able to make this?
Only 20 feet.
20 feet won't do anything.
But if we do it like right on us, and like still got hours to catch up to us.
Keeping in mind the sails and the masts, so
Yeah.
at least 30 feet in the air. 30 meters in the air.
Yeah.
Now this is going to be a dumb suggestion, but if they do get close, maybe we can strike. I can teleport us, or at least one other person, and turn us both invisible.
And go where?
Maybe to their artillery. Start a fire at the gunpowder storeroom.
They don't have any gunpowder, they use ballistas, but if you could free the slaves or spike their artillery, it's dangerous, but
I mean, if we're invisible and stealthy, it's a possibility.
keeping in mind there's 500 plus 300 crew on top of that.
yeah, I don't think it's worth the risk.
300 crew and probably starving, malnourished slaves, right?
It's risky.
Either way, this is your ship, Maverick. We follow your lead.
Our best bet is to get to Galleon's graveyard as soon as we can. We'll keep the course and pray that we reach there. Again, they won't be able to follow us into shallow waters. They're much heavier than us.
I might be able to help us speed, but I don't know how much it will do. If I do, I can manipulate the water 10 feet and change the current flow. It can give us strong currents.
We won't do anything in this.
What if something were to
Oh yeah.
I'm listening.
giant octopus?
What?
You have one with you?
I can be one.
How?
There's just silence around the room.
I've never tried
Anyway.
to pull a ship of this size.
You're an octopus? Says Mr. Gibbs.
I can just turn into one.
Don't mind her. She's a probationary member.
I am a full-time member now.
Just,
if we die on the ship,
She carries a lot of weed on her.
Wait. What are you talking about, girl?
I'm saying, let's say, I turn into a giant octopus and I grab onto the ship and I use my other legs to swim.
That's something you can do, dear.
I might be
Says,
able to. I'm not quite sure.
You're embarrassing the features.
I'm not embarrassing the pictures.
leave her alone, Björn. Anything we can take right now.
Give me 5 minutes to think. And she sits in the corner.
Yes, give us 5 minutes to discuss. What are you doing?
Can you really turn into an octopus?
As you guys are having this conversation, drinks are brought in and food. You know, Master Gibbs and Mr. Gibbs and Captain Maverick just take drinks, don't really, attend to the food, but there's kind of a nervous, pending doom feeling as crew members, start roping and hammering all the railings shut to provide some kind of cover. And you can hear crates being moved underneath, stuff being thrown overboard, cannon shot and powder being dragged upstairs, cannons being cleaned and primed and ready.
My 5 minutes is still going. Please don't look at me.
Master Dwarf, if I should fall in this engagement, I still expect to honor our agreement.
Say that one more time.
If I should fall,
Mm-hmm.
which is likely, there will be casualties on this ship, I still expect you to honor our agreement.
Who would I give it to?
I will let you know.
In these times, I'm just going to go back into the water and try the same thing I tried before.
Okay?
Where's she at?
Once you've fallen, you're gonna tell me if you.
I'll write you instructions
Hmm.
for someone that you would deliver my airship to. Or at least the keys or the location to.
Airship? We haven't said airship yet.
I've decided now, just in case.
That one's a tough one. It's not really up to me to decide. I'll try. 100% I'll try it, but yeah. Have a plan B just in case.
I'll come and haunt you if our agreement is broken.
Roger that.
Do you need anything from me? Are you armed? Weapons?
I think we're good.
Make sure you get some food, stay hydrated.
Are there cannons on the back of the ship?
There's 2 chasers. Yeah.
Just being with the cannons the last couple of days. If I control Mage Hand to get a torch and my action is just light up one of the cannons, would that work?
Yeah, that'll work, but then it has to be loaded and stuff again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would probably, if there's unmanned cannons, I could probably go to cannon to cannon.
Yep.
How far apart are the cannons from each other?
Oh, that'd be 30 feet.
Okay.
or less, even 25 feet.
There's only
One
4
that-
cannons, right?
Yeah, but there's 4 on top deck and 4 below deck, so 4 on either side.
Large. So large is like.
Just shoot gonna be a tough one.
Daria, any input to the group while they work out a plan?
Cody, you still with us?
Yeah,
Can you hear us properly?
yeah. What did you say?
Do you have any input for the fate chosen?
Giant.
I don't really have any other ideas. That's pretty much it.
Random thought, right? Giant eagles are pretty big, right? Like, if they were to flap their wings vigorously at a sail,
I don't think it's a giant eagle.
I think
Oh,
it's
isn't it?
illegal. How big is this octopus?
Do you know what they're just made out of? I was thinking maybe if it was made out of wood, we could use flaming ammunition. Satellites things.
Definitely. It's timber, metal, same as ours, but it's going to take a lot to burn it down. I don't think you understand the sheer size of this.
Regardless, I think at least it would cause havoc, right?
Of course, any fire we can light up on their ship, the less crew or members fighting on our ship.
I think it might be worth it.
Very much said before.
keep in mind using water. Like, rather than using water, sort of
Yeah, like
current would help as well.
But it's wild winds, right?
At the moment, yeah.
What was that? Right. Yeah.
It's intense.
What do we do?
Any preparations you guys want to make?
Before the final hours, I'd like to cast Mage Armor.
Yep.
And maybe my magic hand as well. I don't know if it's going to come in handy or mage
Okay.
hand, but
Just before you exert yourself, I've seen you cast the fireballs that you cast. Maybe we could team up. If we could hinder them from the back of the ship, maybe we could slow them down.
what do you have in mind?
I can call down lightning.
That is extremely useful, especially in all this water.
So we set up
Your
our
fire,
defenses.
my lightning, the cannons. Maybe we could. Well, maybe we could slow them down enough for us to get into the Galleon's graveyard.
How big are these walls?
They're big. It takes 2 people, 2 slaves to.
And
Yeah,
they're at
control
the
them
bottom
all.
of the ship.
Yep.
Are they guarded?
Yeah, they would be.
It's better than anything I've
This
got.
thing would have like 4 decks.
Size-wise, like, would they be breakable, or you really need a cannon to sort of break them?
Yeah, you need like cannon or saw through them or something to break them.
A lot of them are large octopus.
Large octopus, yeah, could possibly break them.
Alright, here's the plan. I turn into a large octopus. I break the oars. Kyla has his fireball. You have your lightning. And we have a line of defense that comes. Anyone who gets into the
And
ship.
my bow.
Anyone who gets into the ship gets shot. Anyone who's on the ship, may they gamble well in the sea.
Yeah. I can only shoot up to 150 feet, so if any.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So if there's any like little rowboats we can shoot before they approach, but we can't do much of that.
And are you going to be able to catch up with us if you're
Do I get any?
under?
It's a good question.
Sides.
What's the speed on that octopus?
It's a good question.
I could.
60 feet.
Is it made out of wood? The arc.
Yes.
There's a feeling that I get that I can transfer. It will make you full of energy, but it only goes for up to a minute. It would definitely double your speed.
I have an idea. Adding to yours, right?
I love this.
You make your octopus.
Yes.
Dario, there's a 15-minute timer that I've just started.
Thaleen,
Thank you.
would you be able to carry one or two people with you? I'm not just as a giant octopus, right?
Yep.
Then if you take me over there, I could set fire to the bottom of the ship. It's flammable, right? It's wood.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that.
But again, like these are, like, you know, similar with this ship, these are thick planks. So it definitely would help.
Yes, but if we set it around the bottom,
The ship's in water, in waves and stuff.
or we're gonna slow it down up if we like get it to catch.
I mean, you probably have to hit from the sides, not the bottom.
Yeah, I don't mean like underneath it. I mean like like where the oars stick out from, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And while I do that, she breaks the oars. Maybe Thaleen could be there as well.
Can help break oars. I've
Yeah.
got a tentacle of my own.
Yeah, and we slow them down that way, and then also give them something to deal with before they get to us.
I mean,
I can also.
you gotta think they're all gonna come down for you, so.
But we're on the outside. They might have, like, I don't imagine.
I could
They don't have
imagine.
many means of getting us while we're on the outside, right?
They
Like,
can
we would go down
shoot
to the
you while
outside.
you're in the water, though.
How? While we're underwater,
Yeah, like how deep are you guys going?
as deep as we need to go.
Yeah, but then when you surface to cast the spell,
We'd be at the, like, a normal ship, right? There's the hull of it, or whatever it's called, right down the bottom. Like, there's
but again, you're not going to cast a spell underwater, right?
no, we're gonna surface. But, like, any stealth ship game that you played where you stick up to a ship, there's nothing at the bottom that you can just, like, climb up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is that
Keeping in
possible?
mind there's 200 oars each side that you're going to have to dodge through as well. That would be, extended past.
Giant octopus.
Or
Mr.
the.
Tentacle.
I also can turn into like a marine dragon thingy. It's just, I don't know how to say it.
Like, yeah, it's like a dinosaur. A dinosaur thing.
But are you gonna
Tell
be
me
able to
more
make it
about
back?
their weapons or their,
Sorry?
like,
Are
so
you gonna be able to make it back?
they using gunpowder?
No, they
So I can
are
spin
all
60 feet, this can spin
ballistas or bows and stuff.
I don't know. I
Oh,
think
so
it's
both.
probably
Yeah.
too
Yep.
risky.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to.
Yeah, when, in the first engagement,
Especially 'cause
there was no
when we
gunpowder or anything like that.
So
I
she's-
can cast one.
How fast is that? How fast are they going? The other ship?
It would be putting it in kilometers per hour. They'd be going about 60 k's an hour
Yeah,
at the
so
moment.
we slow them down. Make our way back, even if you don't
And you
slow
guys
down
would be
to-
going like half of that with this current wind.
Yeah.
If we go, can we make it back? With Amelia's speed?
With where they are now? Like, you mean go now or wait for them to get closer?
I would wait for him to get closer, but the point is, would we be able to catch up to the ship?
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. I think it's the best one. And then at the same time, you guys are attacking as well.
I wonder, even Dario, can
Yeah.
you cast your eagle?
What's that?
Your eagle. Like, I wonder if that can wreak havoc on, anyone that's trying to come across on ropes or, that's on the surface or just try and, make it more difficult.
I could give it magic stones. and it could
Oh
fly.
yeah, that's cool. Get your eagle to drop magic stones on them.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. Should be okay. It's just loading.
I think definitely we need to focus on the oars though, because
Yeah, because
We're not
we're
gonna
not going
get
to
far.
defeat them, we're
Yeah.
just going to slow them down, right?
and hopefully leave them just
So we need like a defense team and an offense team.
Well, that's the
Can't
thing,
really-
even if you have boom boom things, I don't know if you managed to make any,
If you
but
guys
even if
do
we
that,
attach
though,
them to the
we
oars
can't really
as we
shoot
go.
cannons because
Swap the oars.
we might be in the.
But I imagine it's a huge fortress, right?
Mhm. It's got 4 levels plus the top deck, which has got 3 towers on there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so like hopefully you could aim at bows, don't aim at bottom.
We
like,
still have to like dodge the debris. and
Yeah,
stuff
I
as
get
well.
it, but I mean, like, because if we don't do that and just try and
Yeah.
take out the oars, then they'll all be onto us.
Oh,
If
I
we
agree.
hit 'em from
Yeah,
both
we
sides.
need something. Yeah.
I think
But-
that if anything goes wrong, that you guys are doomed.
Well, here's the thing: we can go underwater. You know, like
We?
we can. Yeah,
You can go underwater.
I can cast water breathing on myself.
Hey.
Yeah, so we could all go
and you
deep
can walk
underwater
all the way, like
to
an
avoid damage when we need to. It lasts 24 hours, so
How long can you ride ship for?
4 hours.
Pretty good.
This is cool.
and you can do it again as well.
Oh, we
Yeah.
go for Yeah. No, I don't know.
I think definitely target the oars, target people who will get onto our ship. Target people on the ship.
Alright, so you three are offense team. You'll take out the oars, and then me, Kyla, and Dario will hold down this ship on any incoming attacks.
How long do we have to stop that for? Until we reach Galleon's graveyard?
About a day and a half away
A day and a half?
with
We
this
have to-
with this current wind and weather.
We don't want to get stuck here.
What do you think, Maverick? Think that could work?
Right, it's dangerous, but if you split yourselves into 2 fire teams, half you stay here for defense, the rest attack. Those attacking, make sure you don't put yourself in jeopardy. Your biggest target would be the oars or the slaves. If you can take out their means of catching up to us, again, they'll have to rely on their sails, and in this weather, we would outrun them without their oars.
How many oars do you
When
reckon?
you say when you say bows and stuff, as in the elves are using like hand bows and things like that.
The crossbows, remember?
How many oars do you think we'll need to take out before?
At least half.
Would those bows be less effective if wet?
Okay.
When they see us getting in the car, I guess
Yeah.
yeah.
We got a flame, guys.
Alright.
Let's beat them.
You can metagame if you guys like. You have 7 minutes.
Well, to explain that to me as well.
This?
Yes. Tell me.
Okay, so the octopus is camouflageable underwater, right? Also, we have ink cloud, which
Oh.
is a 20-foot radius cloud of ink extends all around octopus. If it is underwater, the area is heavily obscured for 1 minute, although a significant current can disperse the ink. Is the current enough to disperse the ink? Because it's just wild winds, what, like, surely?
Yeah, which would make wild waves and stuff.
Okay.
If you like, there's a storm coming, but it's at least 12 hours away. It is picking up now.
But so like this, like still come out, right?
Last
Or just
night,
won't last.
a bit.
The 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can. She can literally camouflage, and we can sneak up on them underwater.
So like if we went underwater,
Mhm.
they wouldn't see us, they can't fire at us.
I
This
think
is so cool.
I think it's the best shot.
Alright. So what's the
Keep in mind at the bottom of the ship as well, so where the oars are, like because the oars are so big, each hole is probably like the size of the cannon where someone could go in or something could be thrown in or
Nice. And then I'm assuming the bottom of the oars being flat, that'd be the weakest points.
yeah.
I wonder if we actually like even if we were staying underwater more, just
Yeah, this is what I was expecting something.
and just take out more of the flatter bits of them, like just break the oars from a safer perspective. Because we're all underwater, we can all breathe underwater and use that to our advantage, and they've got to put the oars in the water.
I just
You've
won't be
got
able to
yourself
cast any
accessible,
spells
yeah.
or anything underwater.
Yeah.
Like I could. Well, I suppose if I could breathe underwater, does that mean I
Oh
could
my
like
God.
mount the spells still? Yeah.
Um,
I think that should be good. But can I cast fire?
Oh yeah, and your thing's aquatic. That's cool.
That's cool.
I'm gonna take disadvantage attacking underwater.
I was just about to ask what is the rule for attacking underwater.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Alright.
Would they be breakable with weapons?
No.
Okay. Like even the skinnier bit?
Yeah, like I'm not talking like a paddle boat, or these are 2-man oars. Like think of like a Roman ship, it's like 2 or 3 people on an oar, and these things, it would be at least 10 meters long, probably close to about 12.
Yep.
So
So it needs
hard,
significant-
thick wood that they're.
Was that Cannons at the back of the boat?
There's 2 chasers.
Okay.
If we get those
Did you manage to make any explosives? Yeah.
I don't know. In those 8 hours, would I manage to make those?
Make a intelligence check. Do you have some kind of crafting check?
I've got my tools.
Yeah. All right, mate. Make a tool check.
I don't really have any offensive spells other than calling lightning, which I'm not really
28.
Okay. Yep. You quickly,
I've got
with the components that you have, you figure out a way to make a waterproof sticky satchel. The charge is, it's about this big. It would be enough to blow a hole into the ship and leak into water or take out some oars. Now roll a d20 plus 10.
Plus 10?
So that's what it's about, but if we're going to stay
You can make 13 satchels in the
In
time.
the 8 hours?
Yeah.
How many?
I can make 13.
Yeah, boy.
Can I take the time to go through my tattoos and prepare the ones I want to cast?
Yeah, you got plenty of time to do that.
I thought you could only.
It takes an hour. It's on a long rest, but you said 8 hours, right?
Yeah. 3 minutes left. What's the plan?
Alright, is that a plan? What are you guys doing? Dario, what are you doing?
Well, I'll summon the bird.
Yeah.
To drop magic stones, and then I'll probably man some of the cannons until they're within the 180 meter range.
Yeah. I think that's all we can
I
do.
was gonna do
So I
like
can shoot.
I think someone should keep an eye on the hooks and stuff as well that
Yeah.
come board. Just try and
I was thinking we could do Giant's Bane's tactic where they use their cannons as a defensive thing to shoot at incoming like projectiles. Remember? That's what they did on Giant's Bane.
yeah.
Alright, run through the game then.
You guys
So you guys know that there'll be boats, and being a size this big, you could easily hold up to 20 rowboats, and each rowboat could hold 10 boarders. That'll be obviously they use the grappling hooks against you guys as well. Grappling hooks to put boarders in, but they could be used to drag the ship closer to you guys, to their ship as well, so they can just jump
Alright.
overboard.
I think
I think we need a team to keep an eye on that.
I'll focus on the hooks. I think maybe you, Kyla, might be best suited to take care of the rowboats and try to light them on fire.
I've got to be really, really close.
I'm not sure. If not, then maybe Dario, your bird, could toss the magic stones into the boats, and then you could use the cannons.
Dario, using your bird, is that take your action or bonus, or how's your bird work?
So to summon him is an action on
Yeah.
his spell. And then I think he works
I think he
a
has.
concentration spell.
A
Yeah.
concentration spell?
Yeah, but I think I can summon him, but I don't know if it says.
I think he uses his own initiative, doesn't he?
Does he have a range?
It just says a range and area to summon him is I can summon him within 90 feet, but he's got his own movement
Oh, sweet.
and speed.
Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome.
So he can fly 60 feet.
I'm gonna need that later, buddy.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, cool. So if your bird, you'll control the bird, but if he's got his own initiative, what are you gonna do while you're doing that with your bird? As in Dario on the boat. Did you say cannons as well?
Yeah, cannons and bow. But I'll get my long bow so I can get that extra range.
They'll with the firepower the Blue Horizon has, there's a slim chance that there isn't going to be any boarders on the ship as well. Definitely expect boarders to come through, even with the cannons and stuff that you guys have.
Yeah.
They obviously have way more men, way more artillery, way more boats.
Yeah.
And so definitely, Maverick is expecting this, which is why she's reinforcing the boats.
Is there a
This
way
is
we
where
could,
your
set up
600
traps?
feet. This is where your 600 feet will come in handy as well, Dario. Maybe if you can shoot the people
Yeah.
coming down the ropes, for example.
Could I
if Haruka can't get to him in time.
I'm not sure if this is pushing it, but even if I have to sacrifice some of those things I made, could I try and make some sort of compound that Dario can use to make like fire arrows,
Cool.
and then fire them at the boats, like the rowboats?
Yeah, definitely. You can just get that. Definitely with the tar and stuff that you have.
Yeah.
You could coat the tar on some of these arrows and make them flaming arrows.
Yeah. Well, maybe we do that then. I'll focus on the grappling hooks. Carlo will man a cannon, and then Dario will focus on the rowboats.
Do we have a harpoon on the boat?
A harpoon, no, like for like whale hunting and stuff.
Or yeah, even like I was thinking more like if we can sort of harpoon their boat, so that we are attached to it until we finish what we do, and then we can maybe grab the rope, cut the harpoon.
Keeping in mind that they're probably going to go with the same tactic as well. They're going to try and attach to your boat, and they would definitely be able to drag you guys closer.
Is there any chance you could probably give us haste? Do you think you need it?
What's your movement speed on the water?
Well, I'm going to be holding onto that.
I don't think these guys will reach there within a minute.
Oh, only last minute.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't waste it then. Alright. Here we go.
Do we need invisibility?
Invisibility is an hour.
Think we'll need it?
I think there's going to be too much going on to notice.
That's fine. Alright.
Yeah.
Cool. Just because change people is what's up.
Alright. So, how many fire arrows was I able to make?
Alright, I'll spend 10 minutes.
Within half an hour, you could coat all of these arrows if you wanted it and make them flammable.
And the 13 explosives.
Yeah. Yeah, because the arrows is just like dipping them in tar
Yeah.
and maybe like rubbing a bit of gunpowder or something, on them, which should ignite the tar and fire it.
Cody, you have fire arrows.
It's 13.
Heck yeah.
Alright.
Without
Oh wait, there's 200 rules, isn't there?
Unless we do like as
Yeah,
distractions,
it could definitely
one either
light the
one
thing on fire. It'll do an extra 1d4 fire damage as well on all the arrows.
Yeah. What if? Yeah. Maybe we start with fire. Maybe less discreet, more discreet for doing that.
Pour fire on one side and then we'll go to the other side and work on those all like that.
Haruka, even if you want to use some of those satchels, maybe you could even, as an idea, somehow attach them, to the sides of the Blue Horizon, throw them in the water, so they're floating around the sides, and you could detonate them. Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
But don't you guys want to stick them on to the...
We just like break yours when we're doing
Yeah, I just realised 13. For some reason I was thinking there's 20 oars, but it's 10 times that amount. So yeah, if you
On
get
each side, so
someone-
there's like 400 oars.
Yeah. I don't know, do you guys want them? If not, I will use them.
I'll take 6 if that's okay.
6? Do you guys want anything? Or do you guys have...
Like, between us.
I'm gonna, yeah, alright. Because you need to, you're thinking to get rid of their grappling hooks or whatever, right?
Well, I'm more saying that I think put them in the water and then detonate them as like mines.
Right.
Like water mines.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, are we using from the new rules with the weapons that if you're attacking a rope, say with a sword or something, you get max damage or something? Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that's the hammer thing. If I attack a thing made out of, I think it was like metal, prone, or petrified, it deals maximum double.
Yeah, and slashing has the same property against ropes and stuff.
Any slashing weapons?
Yeah.
So axe as well?
Yeah, and anything with the slashing property deals max damage against ropes.
What about like
Good
fire
time for
damage?
new rules.
It's not new rules or anything, but it's just...
Yeah, fire deals extra damage to ropes and stuff as well.
Alright.
Well, I have to spend 10 minutes casting this spell. Does anyone else want it? To be able to breathe underwater for 10 minutes? 24 minutes? 25 hours?
I'm good.
What, do you just get to choose an extra person?
I can do it up to 10 living creatures.
Ooh.
Actually, yeah. If I turn back from your Christmas like that.
No, that's
I mean, if you can do it, like, then just do it to everyone just in case.
Yeah.
If anyone goes overboard or anything.
Alright, so how many other kingdom the creatures in again?
6.
But you don't need it. So that's 5. Then I'll pick 5 from the crew. So I'm going to Maverick, Gibbs, Boris.
Boris. Well, let Maverick pick her
Oh,
five
yeah,
most important.
She picks her seniors. So Chen, the quartermaster, Boris, who's the sailing master, Mr. Gibbs, who's the bosun. She also goes with Dr. Hannibal, who's the carpenter / surgeon. And she'll go with. Oh yeah, and then she'll be the fifth one.
Alright. I'll spend 10 minutes. I'll start focusing on one of my tattoos. Over one of my ribs. Where, sort of here, where I wanted to put it. And, it'll be waves. And, yeah, I'll trace the tattoos. And as the runes start coming into my hands, I'll start sort of spreading them to everyone in circles.
Awesome. As soon as it's done,
And, like, over a bit over the chest, wherever that lines up, or whatever.
Boris is like staring down at his chest, and as soon as it's done, he goes to one of the barrels top deck, lifts up the lid, and just dunks his head in the water. Comes back and it's like, ah, amazing.
Well, at least you know it works.
All right. So coming top deck, the Blue Horizon has been transformed almost into a mini fortress itself. Barrels, spare planks of wood, crates, rope, anything that they could spare has been put and nailed and secured to the sides of the railing, allowing small gun ports for muskets and stuff to be pointed through, while providing as much defense from range attacks for the.
Sorry, can I make a suggestion in that time as well?
Mhm.
If I can get soldiers to help, and if Maverick's okay with it,
Mhm.
can we get a few gunpowder barrels, put them in the rowboats, tie them to boats, and put them out in the water that someone can shoot them to like take down some boats if they get close?
Yeah, that's a good idea. There's 2 rowboats here. So obviously, well, Maverick says yes, but you would at least need to keep one, especially when you get to the Galleon's graveyard, unless you guys want to jump off the ship and, swim a few hundred meters.
I mean, I'm okay with that, but yeah, I guess not everyone will be. So, yeah, just one.
Yeah.
And I tell Harakai about it to keep an eye on it if they need it.
Yep, awesome. So a whole keg of gunpowder is thrown in there, along with whatever spare musket balls they can save, and they put it all packet in there, so when it explodes, shrapnel and musket balls fly in every direction to cause as much, carnage as they can.
Awesome.
And then it's, wrapped with a leather tarp on top of it, to, protect the gunpowder from the waves.
Awesome. I might actually tell Dario as well, since he's going to have his eagle, if he
And
wants to
fire
drop something.
arrows.
Yeah, and fire arrows. Got that, Dario?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was waiting for it.
Oh,
Yeah, Dario? Is Jasper okay?
Yeah, he ran off.
He's fine.
Sorry, our cat just knocked you down.
Is this...
Yeah.
That was the best moment for the day.
I don't think Alex will remember.
I think that's fine.
I think so. Because we're attacking on all angles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got.
It's always
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah, you just put it on the table behind
I
the
thought it's gonna be
screen.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just gonna read quickly because I feel like I'm so stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool plan though.
Yeah.
Alright.
I love that working as the fate chosen
Yeah.
as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hope those rowboats don't come to these guys.
We'll be underwater.
Yeah. Because you guys can go like as deep as you want, right?
I guess so. It's not a good octopus. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you can all breathe underwater so you can wait it out. If they talk or whatnot.
All right. Oh, wait for a minute.
Oh, this is probably the most intense battle we've ever had.
I think this is the most well thought out like plan we've had. Like I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
If need be.
You're like, this is like sieging a castle or fortress, where, such a small amount of
It's
time.
not so bad.
We've got 50 people against 500.
Like I
like
said,
father.
it's always a good plan until it goes wrong.
Do you think there's any other spells? Okay. Let's put some burning hands, like I can do visibility, I can do paint. When you
What about what does it suggest? Have you got or compel or something?
not have either.
Yeah.
I
I
got
mean, I probably
suggestions.
can learn it, but I don't have that.
I was gonna say for the slaves.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll be willing to fight.
They would be more scared of their masters, though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And their
Otherwise, that would be rolling. I guess. Yeah, but even if opponents stop rolling, yeah. And
Extra dynamics.
I think you can only compel or suggest one person.
one's a star.
One person just stops
I
rolling.
don't have it. I don't have it.
It's intense.
Mysterious guy, huh?
It's intense.
Very.
Yeah. Most of the spells I know are like passive spells. You know what I mean? So like the lightning thing, which I don't know if I'm like what we're gonna do if I need the lightning. And then burning hands is the one I'm planning on using. I wish I could like walk
What's
fly or
that?
something.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna restart my computer.
All right.
So yeah, like where's from my like buff sword passive.
Gotcha.
Don't stick with my main spells, just put it burning hands.
I know you're taking down the
Does everyone have models while we're waiting for?
I could probably take 2 down.
Yeah, sure. Then maybe you focus on the.
Because by twin five or I can get 2 targets.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you focus on the gnome.
Or maybe we can both focus on it.
Yeah, because I get 2 attacks with my hammer, and the hammer does like max damage to like metal objects and stuff. So that means I smack the grappling hooks and then.
Yeah. How about unnamed cannons and you still get what you're doing?
Yeah.
But if you're like over here,
Yeah.
I might.
But you
take
know,
it
yeah,
out,
I think-
1 or 2 out.
Yeah.
depending on the situation.
Yeah, I think just. your
Did
hammer
not account for
and
that.
the
So,
Didn't account for that.
about
Dre, do you need a model?
hiding it for when it was coming in. Yeah, I thought on this trip it would. It's funny, last time
We'll give you another
when you cast
Water
Water Walk, I was like,
to make
that's
your speed
awesome.
We'll give you AC.
But like,
Plus
if you had waited another 2 seconds, I was going to cast
Yeah,
one breathing on
yeah.
everyone just in case.
Yeah, again.
I hit my head on the doorknob and I honestly think I'm concussing.
No.
Oh yeah, and I've got Mechazexes as well, so you can chop the.
Oh yeah, perfect.
I'm so excited!
Yeah, me too. I need a thing for
So, can I cast water breathing on Gaia? Take it with me.
Sure.
We should cast water breathing on us and he goes inside and blows the ship up. Oh, can Azumaka's work on?
Yeah, that's cool.
He's gonna go inside it.
That's what I work.
Azumaka's Xerxes are gonna be a team.
All right.
Yeah, no.
So a few things. First of all, for the brilliant planning, the fate chosen as a group has 2 inspiration that anyone
Way.
can choose to spend.
Nice.
That's wicked.
Should work as a team or up.
Yeah, that's good.
This is difficult.
Alright.
Oh, where am I? I'm next to a cannon.
Yep, the chasers. Yep.
The chasers.
All right. Who
Oh, where's Darius?
can someone track HP? And before we put, the first thing you need to put on that is the Witch King's Serpent,
Which King Serpent?
which is the name of the Dark Elf's Arc, has a damage
Are you doing it?
threshold of 25 and 1,200 HP.
So does that mean they work under the?
No, the ship is called, the Arc is called the Witch King's Serpent.
So,
Do they work with?
25 was the
Damage
we
threshold,
definitely have to slow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and 2,500 HP.
1,200.
Jeez, slow down.
Oh,
Does anyone
Dario's
have
not
Dario's
invisible.
model?
The audio.
Dario?
This is really cool.
You haven't seen this?
No.
I love this thing. You in there?
Whatever.
I'm back.
Yeah, boy.
I'm gonna have to go fast,
We've
so-
got 2 inspiration points for working as a group and a great training.
So that's condemned inspiration. That
Fate chosen. Yeah, anyone can choose to spend it.
all right. You got all your stuff ready, Dario?
Yep.
This
Good to go.
all right. It's gonna be intense.
We're up against the Witch King Serpent.
It's the name of the ship. It has 1,200 HP.
This can be Dario.
Holy crap.
I can find exactly.
And a damage tolerance of 25, so anything under 25 damage, it doesn't take anything.
Under 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Blue Horizon had damage threshold of 20. Or if you want to put the Blue Horizon on there, damage threshold of 20 and 500 HP. No, because they have the threshold, I'm just going to do it AC.
That means the damage that you guys do will have to be greater than 25.
No, that's to the ship itself, so I'm assuming if we're doing the oars, that's separate, yeah?
Correct. Alright.
Technology.
So good, yeah. I seriously, I love
Actually,
this.
I wish I knew about it when I was in school. I am still studying, but yeah. I'm
You should
broke.
get one. Seriously, these things are the best.
And then does it just erase or can you like save it?
No, you save it. I'll show you after. I've got so many books and stuff.
Alright, do you guys hear that? As you guys are, below deck or above deck, resting, getting ready for the battle ahead, the ship's bell is rung, alerting the Blue Horizon that the Witch King Serpent is within an hour of reaching you guys.
Hour.
And how far do we have yet to get to the Galleon's Vanguard?
Still with this wind, it would be about a day, about 24 hours still. As the tides pick up and the wind starts blowing against you, the waves grow and grow,
Okay, you drop down.
smashing against the side of the Blue Horizon.
Alright.
Oh, maybe not.
Is it now that I've casted water breathing or?
Up to you, it's an hour away.
I'd say wait.
An hour away from.
Takes me 10 minutes, so before we.
From its guns, being able to reach or,
It'll be the last thing I do before we venture out.
Alright, anything that you guys want to do in the last 60 minutes?
Just to clarify, you guys.
What?
Yeah.
When they close enough, I'll summon a bird.
I want to go inform the skink man what's going on.
Awesome. After you inform Skink Man, turns around to the other skinks and talks in skink language, and immediately darts are loaded in the blowpipes, and they all huddle towards the edge where they can see the arc.
We should put poison in their darts so they can knock people out.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to clarify, you guys took 6 of the explosive thingies.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Good.
When I went up with rations.
The
As a-
DT
like a
of the Blue
last
Horizon was
meal.
20, yeah?
Yeah, 20.
And the HP?
It's 500.
Sorry guys, I swim not naked, so. Just kidding.
Are you being serious?
Let me just take off all
Dre
this
is not
armor.
taking you.
Butt naked running an octopus. Oh my god.
Surely it's not gonna be
Alright.
We're all going to die.
Sorry, it's just loading the music.
I'm nervous.
Me
Get
too.
your dice ready, boys and girls.
Just to clarify.
Is it night or day? Sorry.
It is the early hours of the morning, so it'll be 4 o'clock now.
Does this mean I'm a full-time member? If I die, I would like to die as a full-time member. I can't die here though. Just saying.
I vote yes.
Thank you, Natalie. I like fighting right?
For now, yes. After, we will reconsider.
That's a yes!
Okay.
Didn't he just recently join us as well?
I mean, he's been here for.
I'm a founder of the pictures.
That's incorrect.
No, it is actually wholly correct because I helped you create the name of the pictures.
If that makes you feel better.
Are we the condemned?
And we left that pathetic name behind.
It wasn't pathetic.
It was negative.
It wasn't negative.
I think you were.
I guess technically only you and I are still the condemned.
Yeah.
We are the condemned part of the fate chosen.
It's more the fate chosen plus condemned. The condemned chosen.
The chosen condemns.
Condemned, the chosen.
I think we should just
Well,
stick with it.
one thing is for certain. Today will be the day that they will sing about in the taverns. Right, Dario? Are you conducting a song?
One final song, in case we don't make it. It's a gloomy song, I guess. Song indeed.
About 2 seconds through, I slap you. Make it cheerful.
Alright. A cheerful to make Boris shake his legs in fabulous.
There's no time for that. As Master Gibbs. All men to stations!
This is it.
Crew members are rushed on deck, muskets in hand, swords by sides, cannons pushed out as everyone loads rifles and gets ready for what to come. 5 minutes before the ships are in range of each other.
Oh shit.
Just
Alright, last thing for me, for Valiant do before, I'm gonna look around for a sack of dice.
There's plenty spares on the ship.
I would tie it to my belt.
You find 6 creamy bone coloured dice that you put into a leather pouch and tie it in.
No, because it won't be gambling with the Pirate King on this day.
Wouldn't be my first gamble with him.
Wow.
As the large, hunkering arc draws ever closer, you guys realize now the true size of what you guys are up against.
Look at that.
A voice from the middle tower booms out across the raging waves out to you guys. Drustau Drusti! An elf woman, mostly naked, a metal bra covering her breasts and nothing but a purple flap covering her butt and privates, stands tall atop the middle tower, her black hair flowing furiously in the wind. She calls it out again. Chen looks around and catches Maverick's eye. Blood for blood, Captain, is what she's calling. Blood for blood.
Fuck you!
You guys hear the drumming of the quartermaster below decks, keeping all of the slaves in beat. As you guys hear the clanking of ballistas, tink 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 tink, tink 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 tink, being loaded and prepared for fire. And as you guys watch, the back of the serpents, the Witch King serpents, a massive gate slams into the water, from about the second level. And as a few seconds later, as you guys watch, boats filled with 10 men slide down into the raging water.
Oh, shit.
Out the back of it. And
Out the back of it.
out the back of it, and start rowing towards the blue horizon. Everybody roll initiative.
So nice.
Good luck, people. Just a quick question. How do I detonate the thingers?
Hey, natural 20.
Like, do I have to...
Which ones? The ones in the water?
Yeah, the...
With that intelligence check, I'm going to say you found a way to... so they're attached by a rope, but you've got another rope which you've sunk into the powder, which is coiled with ferrocerium rod and copper. And, you know, once the ferro rod is dragged, you know, against the copper, it'll spark, like igniting the gunpowder. So yeah, there's a rope that's, you know, letting them float in the water, and then ropes all that you can pull on them, and it will ignite it.
10.
Are you putting into that? You're not doing cards anymore?
It's just easy for me here,
Sure.
and faster, especially with now if we're doing separate initiative for everything.
23.
Okay, who got 10? Kyla?
Yeah.
10. 20 for Thalion.
Is
Björn?
that plus your
17.
initiative?
Harakai?
2?
Drea?
90.
Oops, I just paused.
Um,
Dario?
I got 22.
Nice. Alright.
Can we say Dario 20? Cast his bird and stuff like before?
Yep,
So that's
any
okay.
spells that you guys want to cast, you can do them in
Yeah.
these 5 minutes.
Drea is just gonna grab Bjorn's hand and leap off the boat. Now she hits the water, she's gonna
Oh
turn.
no!
Oh no!
But like
You're
holding.
strong enough to like lift me and chuck me.
Hell yeah, man.
Holy shit!
We were like rather thing, because then when I turn into an octopus, you're holding mine.
Alright.
So my AC is now 15.
So like,
Okay.
see you guys on the side!
Oh my god, holy shit.
Oh my god!
Alright.
I can't believe you turned into a giant octopus!
I just want to say, Drea got this inspiration from Sally, and she's like, oh yeah.
So you cast it as you hit the water?
Yeah, so
So-
then my hand turns into a tentacle holding me.
Alright. Ooh, she expands her body. What color? What kind of octopus are you?
It is a deep red with orange spots on it.
She expands in the water, and you feel the pressure of the water being pushed out from against her body onto yours. As you open your eyes underwater, you're just face to face with this giant octopus. Its tentacles hovering in the water. As you look down, one's wrapped around you. You almost forget that you can breathe underwater as you're holding your breath, as this thing's massive beak is just in your face.
I lick him.
Thalion, do you jump off as well?
I do. I want to make sure she can turn into an octopus beforehand.
Alright, so you see her expanding underneath the dark water. You see it.
Alright. Grinning to myself, I dive in after.
Leaping off, free falling for a few seconds. She plunges into the icy cold water before regaining your compass and seeing your companions in front of you. Are we ready?
I see you, like, can we talk? It's like, woo.
Yeah, you can breathe. I don't think you can talk. Yeah.
I was like, wait, I was about to like sort of say it underwater.
You're doing that, and then you're like hit by a wave, and you're dragged a little bit. But Dre's tentacle just pulls you back gently towards her.
This is so cool.
I'm gonna grab onto one of Dre's tentacles as well.
Easy.
Harakai's gonna go down and just before anything happens, activate his weapons.
Awesome. And is Mechazerxes on deck?
Yep, she's on this side.
And you've allowed Az to go in there? Az is on deck, currently staring at you, puppy dog eyes, next to Mechazerxes.
If you break it, I'm throwing you overboard.
And you can see on his head, he's got, using it as a helmet, he's got one of your, not a bolt,
Nuts.
he's got one of his nut on his head.
I love it.
strapped with like a bit of wire underneath his chin.
And that's alone. You gotta give that back.
But he won't put yours on.
I can reach 15 feet.
And he scurries into make Xerxes like comes into play, and the face changes to the angry face.
Do you roll his initiative or do you?
You can roll his initiative.
That's the face change. Like
Can we
swaps
act
out.
like
or-
Xerxes and others together?
No, just roll his because he's gonna control it.
Will like swap
Seven.
out or do
No,
face move?
the eyes are like going like blue eye or like light eyes, and when he turns angry, he's got like eyebrows that are usually like this, and then he's going choo, and then these go red.
That's so good.
All right, ready?
I love this
Ready?
game.
I'm just gonna say, I am tracking everything, so if you're doing the spell thing, let me know.
I just say first level spell.
Dario, you're on top of the initiative. So, as you guys watch, the rowboats start coming into range. At the moment, there's 8 have been launched into the water, each one carrying 10 men. There's no dark elves on the boats. It looks like all slaves.
So we get. Should we get the boats first? Because they only have.
Alright, so are any of them
Sorry.
Should we get the boats first?
in range of me?
Yes,
But they're slaves.
all of them.
So I'm assuming that they've loaded
Is it
the
possible to more
like
are
eggs.
they chained to the boats or
What's that? Sorry.
One boat.
are they
Not
chained
8
to the
boats,
boats
but
or
like
The small rowboats.
yeah.
No, there's no change to them. They're just small rowboats.
Is it possible if I shot the rowboats like put a hole in it and kind of make it more sink?
You got fire arrows as well, remember?
Alright. I'm gonna take a shot at how do I do this now? I'm just trying to figure out how to do this here. Here we go. So I'm just
How far away?
okay, yeah, okay.
15.
Alright, so I'll take I'm just taking a shot at one.
Okay, using a fire arrow.
Yeah, with a fire arrow.
Go ahead.
22.
I got a 22.
22 hits. Roll for damage.
With an extra d4 fire, was it?
Yeah.
what are you attacking, sorry, Dario? What are you attacking, sorry?
The closest rowboat towards us.
Oh, awesome.
So, I did 8 damage plus a d4. That's an extra 3 damage.
Alright, so you guys see the first shot in the exchange. Dario pulls out one of your arrows, lights it in one of the lanterns, pulls back, arcs it, and shoots it. A signal to the start of the battle as it arcs through the air, leaving a smoky trail in its wake before landing on one of the rowboats. Hits it on the front, as within a few seconds, the fire starts to spread on the front of the boat.
Nice.
And you said
Good
there were
job.
slaves on the boat, right?
Correct.
Oh, shoot.
You forgot Dario's bird as well.
Does it have its own initiative?
Yeah.
Dario, what's your bird initiative? Yeah, just
Do
like
you want to roll for that one? Or just use that one?
just use it on yours, that's fine.
What was that?
Yep, just use it on yours.
Alright, I've got another attack skill. I'll just command the bird to grab a magic stone and drop it off at the second closest rowboat.
Alright, make a dex check using the eagle stats.
Alright, so just
How many magic stones?
How many can you make?
I can make 3 at a time. Would it be able to hold all 3 or?
It would be able to hold one. Because it's just a normal size eagle, right?
Yeah.
One in each tongue?
This is just a force
Yeah.
explosion.
Yeah.
It's not like not like
I
an
got a
actual
12 for the dex check.
fire explosion.
Yeah, correct. Alright. Your eagle is on deck next to you, and as you give the command, it grabs one of the stones, launching itself into the air. And as it gains altitude, it suddenly starts diving, and before it hits, probably about 50 meters above the rowboat, it drops the stone and pulls up, and circling around back to the blue horizon. You guys watch as the magic stone falls for a few seconds, landing right on top of one of the rowboats, before you just hear screams as it lands in the front, throwing shrapnel everywhere. You guys see 4 of the 10 raiders on there immediately go down, all cut up with shrapnel in them.
Oh wow.
Is
That was
that damage to the boat, or
Yeah, it will. Roll your damage. What's the magic stone damage?
a d6 plus 4.
Alright, so take whatever damage straight away.
d6 plus 4?
Do you want me?
Do I do that one?
Yep.
Plus 4, so that would be 6 damage.
Anything else?
I'm just going to take another shot at another rowboat.
Go ahead.
So good to worry.
So that's 23.
23 hits.
So that's 6 damage.
Alright, you guys see another arrow arcing in the air as Darrow's eagle circles back. You see it hit one of the boarders, and as he goes down, he falls forward onto the ship, lighting the small rowboat along with himself.
Lighting it on fire.
Yeah, like not full fire, but the fire spreading from him.
Which boat was that?
Um,
First one or second one or another one?
that was another one, so ABC or whatever you're doing, it's a third one.
Oh, was it a fire arrow?
Yeah.
So then it's another plus 4.
Oh,
I think it
I
added
gotta
that.
roll.
Yeah, did you do the +4? D4?
That's an extra 3 damage to make it 9
Nice.
in total.
10. Great.
Alright, anything else?
That's the end of my turn.
Alright, Thalin, you're up.
How far are we from the rowboats or the main boat?
The rowboats are about 100 meters from you guys. The main boat is about just over about 180, so it's just under 200 meters away from you guys.
200 meters, so. And the closest rowboat is 100 meters, you said?
Correct.
So. 3 meters is 10 feet. So 30 meters is 100 feet, yeah. Okay. Oh, still, so heaps far, still.
Well, yeah, within range of shooting it though, with the weapons on the ship.
Alright, cool. Alright, I'm gonna launch myself off of Drow, and I'm gonna move 40 feet closer to it.
Mm-hmm.
Not for him.
You can give him a push and add an extra 10 feet as she swings you through the water.
So I move 50 feet closer, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to summon my tentacle,
Mm-hmm.
which is I think 60 feet away. Oh shit! Sorry.
Alright.
Yeah, 60 feet away from me. So I've moved 50 feet and then I've summoned it 60 feet away from me, so that's 110 feet away.
Yep,
Is that within range of anything?
that would be. Of the rowboats?
Of the rowboat.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna summon it onto the rowboat, and it's gonna come up and then come slamming down onto the boat.
Nice.
So roll damage. 17.
To hit?
Yep.
Or damage? Yeah, hits, yep.
And then it does
So, to make this faster, the rowboats have AC 12, HP of 30.
awesome. And does 4 damage.
Which boat was this?
Are you targeting one of the damage
Closest
posts?
one.
Closest one would be the first one, A.
Okay.
How much damage, sorry? No?
4 damage. And then,
How much did you say was the AC?
12 and HP of 30.
and then for my main action, yeah. So me personally, I'm not close enough to the boat, am I?
To the rowboat.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Like throw something at it? Attack
I can
it.
do a spell that's 15 feet from where I am.
Yeah, wouldn't be
Probably
close
not,
enough.
alright. So I'm gonna push myself up to the surface, and as I do, my trident's gonna come out the water, and I'm gonna throw a trident at it,
Yeah, awesome,
and that's gonna split into 2 separate beams.
Oh
So
my
I
god.
can do that 120 feet.
awesome.
That's cool.
So you bring yourself above water just as your tentacle slams down, and you just see a fleet of rowboats coming towards you. You can hear the jeers and yells of the men aboard,
Yeah.
and the screams of those currently getting ensued by fire as you pull back. And
Alright, so first one I get a 20.
hits.
I'll roll the second one, see if it hits, and I'll roll my damage together. So that's 4, 5, 7.
Misses.
Alright, so I'll do 4 damage.
So first one skids off the water and hits the rowboat on the side, as the other one just flies overhead. And you just see one of the men, as it hits, jolts off the side and falls into the water as they continue to roll towards you guys.
Awesome, now I'm gonna wait there for Dre to catch up to me.
Awesome. Alright. The Blue Horizon. So on the Blue Horizon's turn, the cannons can be fired. You guys don't need to do them in your turn. You can do them on the Blue Horizon's turn. So Captain Maverick orders the ship to start showing its side to the Arc. And as it comes about, Master Gibbs holds up his sword. And who's on the cannons? You can, if anyone's on the back, they can run to the side cannons.
Run to the side cannon.
Yep. Holds it up, and Master Gibbs like, fire! And boom, you guys fire a broadside towards the Arc. The guns are going for the actual Arc. You can aim your gun at the rowboat or the Arc.
I'll aim it at the arc.
All right, go ahead.
Is everyone aiming at the arc?
Which side are
Yeah.
we?
That side, yep. Alright, so it is your intelligence modifier.
Do I roll to see if I hit? Or?
Yep, so your intelligence modifier. What are you shooting when the other cannons Harakai?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I got 19.
19, what was the AC?
12.
Of the, not, of the Arc.
No, I didn't work that through.
Oh, you didn't give
I
us
think
the
it was-
AC, you gave us the
I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
tolerance.
Wait, we have to do 25 damage to. Yeah.
The AC is 15 for the Arc.
So yeah.
And the
20.
damage for the 9-powder guns. Damage is 4d10.
But you need a minimum of 25 to do anything.
40, 10. 7. 5.
Can I add like my intelligence or something? Seeing as how
Nine.
I had manned 21.
Not to the damage, because it's based on the gun itself, then the size and the caliber of the gun.
Alright.
How much was that?
23, that's 4 dice. 14,
I got 22.
yeah.
Alright. Oh, I roll for the bottom cannon, sorry. For the other crew.
Roll to see if
For damage.
Oh, for damage? Okay. 9. 5.
Even worse, I got 16.
What was that AC?
17.
AC is 15, the damage threshold is 25. Broadside opens up, and you guys just hear the cannons whistling over your head before they crash into the side of the Arc, but don't penetrate. And they just lodge themselves into the side as the cannons ricochet, and immediately, in perfect practice, gunpowder's it's swabbed out, and another charge is swabbed in, and the cannons are rolled forward
The
for the next
damage
volley.
tolerance is per cannon, right?
Per cannon, yeah.
Well, Haruka's relaying his thing. I don't know. Can I talk during this?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Haruka's just gonna yell out to Maverick. He's gonna be like, the robots, they're just slaves. Can't we help them?
They're not gonna help you, Master Dwarf. They fear their masters more than they fear you.
But
What about if we turn that fear and use that to help convince them?
I'd like to remind you, there's over 800 of them, and only about 50 of us. That's a hard conversation to have.
alright.
What do you mean, alright? We gotta at least try.
Go ahead, she says. Reload, she calls out as the cannons are loaded again. Alright. Blue Drea.
Alright, cool. So how far away am I from the robots?
What's that, sorry?
How far away am I from the robots?
In feet, you would be
100 feet.
about 200 feet. Yeah.
I can't really do anything except keep swimming, so
200 feet from there.
The rowboats.
You want that?
What were you only 100 feet? Where did you
No, meters. We're talking meters and feet.
Oh, sorry.
So I went out 50 feet, and I got 20 feet.
yeah, I was dash.
Alright, easy. So how much closer do you move?
120 feet.
Alright, 120 feet. So about 80 feet away from the closest rowboats now.
Can I grab Dre's Centicode's passes? As a free action to go with her?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I'll grab it.
Yeah. Alright, anything else, Drea?
No, there's nothing I can do.
Björn.
I think I need to get closer by the vehicles as well.
So you're about 80 feet away from the closest point now?
Yeah, I'll probably put it in that distance. I'll put on my my wolf mask.
Mhm.
Start late singing the wolf. And I'm going to ready a spell for when I'm within distance.
Okay.
Passing distance.
Easy.
Do you need me to tell you exactly what I'm trying to cast?
Just tell me the trigger.
When I'm within, what can you move again? 50 feet? 60 feet? And when they're 80 feet away?
Yep.
Yeah, so when she finishes her next one.
Okay, easy. Alright. The Witch King Serpent, you guys see the flaps on the side drop as ballistas are pulled forward, and you hear the command for fire. You hear at least 9 thuds as 9 great arrows sail through the air, and there's about 10 seconds as you guys watch them sail through the air and land on the horizon. So 2 hit of the first volley, another 1 hit, so that's 3 hits, and another 2 hits, so that is 5 hits on the blue horizon. Can someone help me with this? It's 3d10 is the damage.
I'll do it.
Yep.
Mine's got 9.
Mine got 17.
Am I doing it right? This is different.
Yep.
4,
Why don't you roll a good roll for me?
5.
It's 3d10, I think.
10,
Mine didn't hit, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's not enough.
What?
That's not
Here
enough.
is 10.
So I'll do the last one.
21.
5,
Oh.
9. No, that one didn't either.
Mine didn't, so 17 didn't.
I got 9.
I think 21 did.
So alright, so only 1 bolt manages to they all hit, but only 1 manages to pierce the hole, doing 21 points of damage. And then you guys watch as the towers open fire, and 3 more bolts come towards you guys with grappling hooks and land on the blue horizon.
You need the right one?
Yeah, please. If anyone's got one.
Dave?
Then
use message on the wall?
Yeah.
Right, if I was to try and just communicate normally to Dre, she would be able to hear me?
Let's just say you can talk. You can breathe, so let's say you can talk underwater.
I can be like gargled, but maybe she can...
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's like a bubble around you. You can talk.
Until we figure it out, but yeah, you can talk.
Is that where you want it or like?
Yep, that's perfect. Boom, 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 they land, and you guys immediately see boarders grapple on and start coming towards you guys. You also see, those who can see the arc, you guys see on the top level, you guys hear a screech echo from the arc as two massive metal gates begin to open on the top side of the arc.
What are we doing?
We should
Kyla, you're up.
Oh, we could have. We had no choice.
Am I in shouting distance
Of who?
of the robots?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Hey, what's your name?
attempt it. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. These guys were sent here to your deaths by your masters, cowards, to safety. What do you fear? Do you fear them?
Are you doing a spell, or are you just trying to do a check?
I am just trying to do a check, and if they're in 30 feet, and if I see it's hesitating, I might try to suggest one of the people to agree with me.
Alright, not quite within 30 feet, but make a persuasion check. But it is going to be, make it with a disadvantage, and DC is going to be pretty high.
I mean, I know this is out of turn, but if Harry could, he would try and help.
You can assist him.
And what's this?
Yep.
With disadvantage?
And I'll use. Oh, I won't be able to use guidance though, right?
16 plus 7, which is 24.
What's the check?
Persuasion.
Plus 7.
Yeah. 14 plus 7, which is
21.
I got 15.
Sorry, you give him +2, so 23. You shout it out, and there's just jeers and cries of they're coming for your blood back at you.
I don't think it's working.
Okay, with a heavy arm, Carla shoots the cannon. Oh, it was that my action?
That was the action, and the cannon is shot on the blue horizon's turn. So
I'm gonna reload the cannon.
the cannon's already being reloaded on the blue horizon's turn because there's a crew. It's not just you, so there's a crew reloading it for you.
I'm just going to prepare myself for what's about to come.
All right. Make Xerxes and Az. What do you want Az to do?
Jake, see if you can do something about the ropes. Oh wait, you can use your action.
I'll use my
Because that's season after.
I was gonna say try and cut that rope.
Oh, that sounds like a good
Yep. Where is he?
So this rope?
Yeah, maybe. If you can
No,
reach
no,
it.
no, actually. Hang on, let me check something. I think Xerxes has a climbing speed, actually.
And Haruka, you're on deck.
Disadvantage sucks. Oh, I should have used my inspiration. Like my own inspiration.
I think it would have been pretty hard to convince him.
This arc is so.
No, it doesn't. It's got 40 feet movement. So, go to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Gonna make it?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So cackling sinisterly, Az makes his way up there, and then controlling Megaxerxes, he makes his attack, laughing wildly as he, I'm guessing, attacking with your sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, raises the sword above his head, just cackling madly in the suit.
Does he get to add anything extra because of that?
It's going off. It's going off Megaxerxes.
19.
19 hits.
Sweet. And then.
So the sword will do max damage. So don't roll for damage. What's the max damage?
I mean, technically it does force damage though, so it's not.
Oh, okay. Roll it.
slashing damage, yeah.
5 points damage. Alright, if someone can remember that's got 5 points, the rope has 10 points of damage. Oh, sorry, no, we had him at 15. Yeah, 15 points of damage.
Like,
15 HP, sorry. Yep. Alright.
Just put the ropes on there.
Okay.
Alright, anything else
So that's
that Az can do? Or make Xerxes, sorry?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, Silverbeard, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna go 5, 10, and then Haraka's gonna jump over the boat with his rocket boots.
I was gonna say that one's probably not there.
Try it again.
Yeah, cool.
25. And then with his hammer, he's going to try and knock out the actual hook part of it and just make it loose enough that he can unhook it.
Yep, awesome, alright.
I think that's 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Sweet, and it will do max damage because I'm using the hammer, which does max damage against top objects.
Yep, so what does it do?
It does D8 plus 5, so 13 points of damage.
Alright, you swing back and knock it. And with that against the grappling hook, you knock it out, and with the force and the tension of the rope being tight, you knock it out and it comes loose and it goes and gets pulled backwards as you see the men plunging into the water as a lands in the water, and then you see it being retracted to be fired again.
Okay, so that was 20 feet of movement. So I've got 35, so 20. So 15.
I could do the firebolt and I could twin it. If it's fire and I do max damage,
Yeah.
each twin will do 20 damage.
Yeah, I think Mechazexy should have that one. So if you just want to get that one, and then I'll go back to the cannon. Alright, so we'll go 1.
So is that men shooting the cannon or do we
There's crew, so if you want to leave it, you can.
don't actually have to shoot the cannons?
Keeping in mind that you guys get to shoot the cannons for free on Blue Horizon's turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Alright, back up to the top, Dario. So as you guys watch, another 8 boats exit out the Arc, as these ones are now, they're within 140 feet of the Blue Horizon. No, sorry, within 100, as they keep moving that whole turn.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can go.
Yep.
Easy, alright. Alrighty. So I'll just take a shot at. Oh, yeah, first. Robots again.
So we still have a rope full of gunpowder.
Yeah, just waiting.
So I've got a 12.
12 against the rowboat, hits.
So that's 5 plus the D4.
Same one, different one.
So I did an 8 points of damage.
Which one were you targeting?
The same one that you hit before.
Yeah.
So A.
Oh, she said 8 plus damage.
Yeah.
It's 26.
Is that one destroyed?
No, not yet.
It's on 26.
Yeah.
Needs 4 more points.
One more. I'll do another shot with a normal arrow, not a fire arrow. Getting a natural 20, which makes it 28.
So, did they kill the crew or the whole ship blow up?
So as his arrow comes through, it passes through one of the crew and hits the other guy at the back, as the flames spread throughout the ship and the boat, and that, there's nowhere on the rowboat for them to stay without getting damaged, and they all jump overboard.
Nice work.
Thank you.
How many more ships did you say came out?
8, another 8.
Any ropes?
Yeah, you're next to
I'll
one,
just get
Yeah, you're next to a rope, Daria.
like 15 feet.
next to a rope. If my bird dropped a magic stone on it, would it damage the blue horizon?
Yeah, there is a chance, but it's got a damage threshold of 20, so I don't think you're going to be doing 20 damage to it.
Okay. I'll just get my eagle to drop another magic stone on another different robot.
All right, make a dex throw with the eagle.
I got 16.
16 hits. So circling back, your eagle dives and drops the second stone, landing right on top of the grappling hook. And as it explodes, it shears the rope. What's the damage?
A d6 plus 4. Okay.
These 6 plus 4. So I got a 6, it'd be 10 damage.
Anything else?
I'll end my turn then.
All right, Thalion. You're
Alright,
on.
so that rowboat's gone. How close was that rowboat that just went down to the next closest?
They're all staggered, but they're all about the same distance.
Alright, awesome. So as that rowboat bursts into flame, my tentacle's gonna move its way. It can move 30 feet, so it's next boat.
Yeah.
Alright, it's gonna go into the water and then come out next to the next boat.
It's basically the Kraken's level.
13,
13 hits.
Hits.
and it does 6. Oh, wait. 10, 11 damage.
Which one did you want, B or C?
B.
How much?
11 damage.
So 17 total.
Awesome. And then I'm going to move up. I'm hoping the Dre's push, so another 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Am I close to the rowboats now?
Yeah, that would be all around you now.
Thalion's going to cast Thunder Wave. So a wave of thunder sweeps out from you. Each creature within a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. So being the rowboats, I'm going to say they automatically fail, and you can get between 2 of them.
Awesome.
Nice.
What I'm hoping to do is actually to tip them over. So on a successful save, the creature takes. If it fails, it takes 2d8 damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area are affected automatically and pushed 10 feet away from you.
All right. So as you guys watch, the waves and the weather is already wild. As waves crash around you guys, Thalion, you get between the 2 boats, and as you channel your power, the waves almost like come towards you, and then you burst them out as 2 waves appear out of nowhere and go rushing towards the 2 boats, crashing into them, lifting the whole boat up, capsizing it, and throwing the whole cruise into the water.
Awesome. And then I'm going to wait for Drea.
Nice. All right, Blue Horizon. So Blue Horizon is...
If it makes a difference, it makes thunderous wave that can be heard 300 feet away.
It echoes in with the rest of the thunder and the rain going on around you guys.
Does that mean 2 more robots are down?
Yeah, 2 more rowboats are down from the first wave.
B and C.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
All right. The Blue Horizon is now complete broadside on the arc. Master Gibbs raises his sword again. Do you guys want to fire the cannons?
Am I close enough to fire?
I'm close enough,
Yeah.
but I've already used my action.
It's a Blue Horizon stone. You can do it. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, and I'll shoot the 2 bottom ones. So 1 hits,
I got 19.
19 hits.
I got plus intelligence, was it?
Yep.
I shouldn't have shot it. I got 6.
6 misses.
Inspiration.
I'll use the inspiration.
All right, go ahead.
Can I get higher character? No, I can't because I'm... That's a lot better.
7,
20.
14. Alright, so my shot doesn't do the threshold. What about your shots?
Damn it, 24.
8,
Oh.
5, 8,
It's
5.
4d10, surely it's not that hard to
Yeah,
go
8,
back.
5, 1, 9. 9.
Broadside opens, but again, without doing any damage, the shots skip off the water, landing onto the the arc, but it doesn't do any damage. Alright, Drea.
Yeah.
Go on,
Alright.
Jay.
Drea is going to dash again. So 120 feet will double me.
So I'm gonna call out to her to say, set me up a shot.
Alright, so you already went 120 feet, so you're 240 feet. So you're basically surrounded by the rowboats and 160 feet away from the arc. Actually, the arc's moving towards you guys as well, so you're about 100 feet from the arc.
Maybe skip the first few rowboats and the ones that are coming out of the arc now, if you could line them up. No, like if you could position yourself where you're kind of line them up.
Yeah. So that's what Drea's going to do. She's going to dash and like almost face where they're coming out of.
No,
And then Drea.
yeah, just so it's clear, try to get them so they're in like a line.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
where
gotcha.
thing and then busting out.
Yep.
And then Drea is just going to haul into there.
Alright, so rushing through the water, you pass underneath, like a big blanket shadow, you pass underneath the first wave of rowboats, making your way to the second. And as you get within range, you turn to Björn as you're dragging him through the water, make eye contact with him, and then pull as hard as you can with your tentacle, pulling towards you and up, and whoosh, your tentacle crashes through the layer. And as it crashes through, you release Björn, you go at least 30 feet into the air.
Yeah, so I've got my phantom arms out and I've got them wrapped around me and I'm gonna spin up
Yep,
until I've like high enough.
yep.
I'm gonna face my target and call down lightning.
Nice.
And so it just happens. It's a deck save. So what happens? It goes up. The 4 arms unfold. There's lightning coming out of like from all arms, and I'm just gonna crash them all down. And as I do, lightning splits the skies directly in front of me 100 feet forward.
Like almost like carpet bombing, lightning strikes down into the water, spraying water everywhere as it heads towards them. And what does it do?
Well, they have to make a saving throw.
Yep.
And take lightning damage, 8d6 lightning damage on a failed save, and half as much on a successful one, and ignites flammable objects in the area.
Alright, so you can hit 5 in that row. And being in the rowboats, they automatically fail. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Nice.
Was that oh, sorry. No, just
20 points damage.
yeah.
5 of them?
I think I got that.
Damn.
This one there? Yeah, I think
As the lightning comes towards them, they're wide-eyed, and the first few start jumping overboard as the first lightning crashes into the boat, throwing wood and shrapnel everywhere, tearing it apart. Because it's lightning damage, I'm going to say the boat just
Nice.
throwing men and wood, and you guys watch as and then there's like 3 more lightning strikes in the water, throwing water everywhere before it hits the other one, and you guys just see 5 boats obliterated as wooden planks just go flying in every
Should we
direction.
have lined up the arc in that as well, or not really?
Not quite.
I don't know if it's like my reaction on one section, but Dre wants to catch Bjorn as he comes down.
You finish, you see the last lightning strike come down, and as you
Like, as I'm like, because you know, like as I'm going up, and then there's that moment of just hovering.
yeah.
That's when I call down the lightning, and then when I'm done, I'm just gonna fall backwards.
And just before you hit the solid water, Drea, your arm comes up, and the tentacle you open the flat bit of it and almost arc it up as he falls in it, breaking his fall and bringing him into the water with you. That was wicked.
That's 8 down. 8 to go.
Did anyone spend this?
No.
Okay, because of awesome teamwork, there's 3 here now.
Oh, right.
Jay,
Yeah.
I did use mine.
Awesome, so there's 3.
Should I take out the last 5?
Yeah, the last 5 that came out. Anything else for your turn, Bjorn? Or that's it?
Well, that was her turn, because I had it last.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep. Alright, your turn then, if Dre, you're done.
Dre just standing.
I don't know. I want to do that. So now we're in the mixer, right? Are we
You guys are kind of between the 2 waves.
Maybe continue with the arc.
100 feet away from the odds.
on my feet, so I still can't do anything.
Next turn,
Prepare something.
next turn the arc will be upon you guys as it's moving towards you guys as well.
And there's 8 more rowboats, right? There was 16 total.
Yeah, but
You just took out 5.
I think 7 have gone down already.
8 have gone down, yeah. So
Yeah.
5. I did 2, Dario did 1, 8.
8 boats left.
Mhm.
That's pretty good.
You can use back of that if you want to raise them.
Sorry, these robots, how far apart are they from each other?
The maximum would be 30 feet away.
From each other?
Yeah, they're all pretty close to each other,
And I
rolling
take it
towards
they're
you.
going behind each other? Or
No, they're all
Like
each wave is
like now it's
in a
one
line,
time
but
tracking
a
all
staggered
boats.
line coming towards you
Oh,
guys.
right,
Yeah,
okay.
It's like,
yeah, because they want to try and hit
Yeah.
everywhere. One hand.
We got these guys on deck anyway, and the bird and stuff that should be able to manage that last 8.
What do I?
On-
What do you
How
think?
close do you say the arc is going to be on the next turn?
Upon you guys, within 20, 30 feet of you guys.
Yeah, that's not good for the arc.
Further.
Sachets or something, maybe?
Did you take magic bomb?
Well, we got 6.
No, they got the
Satchels
satchels.
between us. Satchels.
I'll just prepare a bloody cans as soon as we arrive.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
I'll give Octopus Stray a high five on her head. I'll
It sticks to you.
be like, in her eye.
Yeah. All right. The Witch King Serpent. So, first of all, you hear 9 shots go off.
How effective this other one is again.
One hit. Miss. And a critical. So, out of the 9 shots, only 2 hit. 1 was a critical. So that means it does. That one will do.
Can I use my reaction to change that to critical?
Yeah. Is there a range or anything to it? Yep. What does it do?
It just minuses the d4.
Yep.
To that roll.
Awesome. All right.
That's
So
2 sorcery points.
can someone roll 3d10? Oops.
21.
And
Made a magic one, so you can
24.
We're using the mana
Oh,
magic
no.
ones first.
24 for damage?
Yeah. So what'd you get? 21. So
45.
45 points of damage to the Blue Horizon.
I think I wasn't a critical.
And then
Good.
that one's still there. That one's still there. And then another one is shot here. If someone can mark that.
Yeah.
And grappling hook?
You guys hear a massive boom as the gates finally open up, and then you just, as you guys watch, you hear a shriek as a long breathing head appears,
What
Oh.
the fuck?
What?
followed by 4 more.
In the water?
No, in the ark.
Where the gates opened.
Yeah, on the deck of the ark. Goosh, goosh. Clawed hands come up on the deck as this creature unfolds its wings, and all 5 heads look at the blue horizon and screech before it leaps off the boat and whoosh,
Dario, you get the eagle to fuck it up.
a hydra is unleashed upon you guys.
What? Oh no!
It has 5 heads, but this one's only got 1.
Holy cow.
And it makes its way halfway towards you guys.
Oh no.
See it, Daria?
Alright, I think we gotta focus.
We gotta go.
Oh.
Kyla, you're up.
Oh,
And Megazerx is on deck.
Fireball that bitch.
What was that, Daria?
how far away is he?
He's halfway to you guys, so he would be
Yeah,
within
alright.
like 100 feet now, 150 feet, as you guys are moving towards each other.
I mean, I gotta go for him, right?
Yeah.
Can we do any combos?
I spot
If I
him.
like prepare
The Hydra flies over you guys, and underneath the water, it's like another shadow above you guys. There's 2 big leathery wings fly it towards it, and there's just 5 heads, all of them like ducking and weaving forward, screeching all different turns.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna cast a fireball at him.
We'll come together.
Go ahead.
Okay, so he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oops. Getting a natural 20! So 21.
So he takes half damage.
Wait, casting fireball.
Yeah, so it's a 3rd level spell. And he takes. How many d6 is it? 6.
Oh yeah, if you guys want a picture, just imagine that it's got wings though. That's the Hydra with wings.
And he takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, I rolled 4 ones. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 21, which is half, so he takes like 10 of damage.
Yeah, round up, so 11.
Better than nothing.
Can you do that?
Fire damage, does that do.
Just check, it does not to the Hydra.
How much damage does it do?
15 is the AC.
So-
Oh, AC is 11 to 15 on this.
As my bonus reaction,
hmm
can I feel the tides of magic? Can I examine if he is weakness to any magic that I would be able to?
Make an arcane check.
You got this. It's a good idea.
Ooh, bad. Arcane.
We do have 3 points of inspiration. Not saying
Yeah.
we have to use it, but we
Well,
do
like-
remember.
I mean, we haven't used it, have we? I got 11 for arcane, so like.
You've. I'm gonna let you know you've just missed the DC, so you can use a point of inspiration to reroll if you like.
To know which week was?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
need to.
I think this thing's gonna fuck up your boat.
I'm gonna do it. That's much better. 15.
15 total? Alright, so it is vulnerable to lightning damage.
I was gonna say, it's
Let's
one of
fuck him
those.
up.
Alright.
It also, with that roll, I'll tell you it can regenerate, and the attacks are based on the number of heads it has.
How much heads does that have at the moment?
5.
Holy shit, so we can do 5 damage. I mean, 5 attacks.
Yeah, so
Yes,
you
we
gotta
can
make your
have
fireball lightning.
There we go.
Yeah.
I was,
yeah.
Anyone has
Yeah.
lightning.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Anything else?
Alright, so Kyla was examining. His hands are starting to react in a different way. And in my turn.
Alright. Kyla, alright, Mega Az is what I've called him. And Harakai, you're on deck. So what do you guys want Mega Az to do?
Drop the rope again, I guess.
Go ahead.
So I got 5 minutes, yeah. You wanna roll?
What am I rolling?
D20 plus 4, I think.
I'd much take this guy on than a slavers.
I love it. You guys combine your pets. You're taking turns controlling them.
I think he should roll for back his axes because it's actually.
Did you roll? What'd you get?
Oh,
Alright.
I'm sorry.
What did you attack with?
The sword.
The sword?
I guess.
He swings down, missing, and hits the end of the grappling hook, and the sword breaks clean off. You can't use that weapon anymore.
Oh no!
Surely I can refire.
Inspiration.
Inspiration to reroll. Right? Yeah.
There's only one inspiration left.
I don't know if
I'll
it's
try to
worth
roll.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I could use my reaction
To what?
to bump that up so it's not a critical one.
Okay.
Still be a miss though.
It'll be a miss, but it won't break.
Quick.
Does it, wait, sorry, does it only break on a 1? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
I think I'm.
Yeah.
I need my sorcery points to make. No, I think I'll be alright. I can
Okay,
crush
just
spell
the
slots.
inspiration, but
Uh,
if it's a reroll, okay, you're rolling.
Alright, whatever you're going to roll, because it's a d4, right?
Yeah.
So it's still going to be a miss. It's just not. Just the weapon doesn't
Yeah,
break.
that's fine.
No.
That's fine.
Alright.
What? How did you do that? Ben Luck?
Ben Luck.
Alright.
You do
Anything
that
else?
in terms of what?
One reaction.
2 sorcery points.
2 sorcery points.
Anything
So
else?
That's 4 sorcery points.
Make ass?
I love it.
Make it as anything else?
No, I don't think
Alright, Harakai, you're up.
so.
And Daria, you're on deck.
Ben Luck is so good.
Make sure you tell people to go for Hydra's head. So then it doesn't have
Unless
attacks.
it's like.
No, it's
It's more-
regenerating. You know, it's a Hydra. You go for the head and it's going to regenerate.
I know, but 4 attacks is better than 5.
Can.
No. Hydra, like, I'm just presuming once you've got one head down, it regenerates
Okay.
another 2.
I
I
know,
don't
but
know.
surely it would take it time to
I don't know how this will work or if this will work, but can Harakai somehow disassemble his rocket boots and somehow connect the wires to the cannon to make it like electric or something?
Ooh.
I'm not sure if that's possible, but like he takes off one boot,
He's so
Takes-
smart.
Takes the battery or something out.
and then somehow wires it to the actual cannon.
Make an intelligence checks. It will take your action though.
That's okay.
Let's go,
Is that
Hydra's.
a tool check or an intelligence?
Yeah, the same one you've been doing.
24.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Alright, you disassemble your boots and using both batteries from each boot, you hook it up to the cannon, quickly wire it, calculating as fast as you can, and at the end of it, when you're done, you sheepishly touch it, and you get a shock.
What the hell?
Is there anything Harakai can do now to affect his shot in the Blue Horizons time?
I'll say you can use your bonus action to make an intelligence roll, and try and aim the cannon better. Calculate. What are you trying to aim at? The Hydra?
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Okay.
So straight intelligence check.
Dirty
30 20. All right. You can add +2 to your next roll.
Yes.
20. Alright, that's it for my turn.
Bring it on.
All right. Dario, you're up, and the arcs have all moved closer now. So the boats are now, the rowboats that survived are now on the blue horizon, and will be boarding on their turn. And you guys are in range of the arc.
Yeah, ain't made it through.
And we took down half. So we did.
Well, better than hands.
Yeah, there's one, and it's taking 10 damage. So I think it needs another 5.
If we're in distance.
Alright, move him up to the rope and make a attack.
I take it will be able to climb this?
Yeah, there's stairs there.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do it with my rapier and add 2 plus hit and 1 to damage.
Nice.
So, so that's a 22, so 24.
Yep, hits.
And 5 damage.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that's
For
perfect.
15.
That's all you needed.
You swing at it with the rapier, cutting through the already sheared threads, and the rope snaps underneath the tension as the boarders go plunging into the water.
Now, so if I got my hit or change to my rapier, if I go back to my bow, is that bonus action?
There's actually a cool thing in this. Or no, I think this is one of his other ones where he says it uses movement, and I think it uses 5 feet of movement. Because, you know, you're using time to, yeah.
I like that.
So, if you've got, which you would, 5 meters of movement left, you can.
I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna shoot the Hydra.
Go ahead.
The Hydra?
Take it down, one shot.
If anyone wants to make a check, there is still more I can tell you
The
guys.
black bolt into the heart of Schmarg. Here we go.
Wait, do you guys think I should shoot the Hydra? Yeah, or...
Yeah, shoot the Hydra.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll shoot the Hydra.
Hey, don't forget you got your 2 + 2 arrows as well. Just saying.
Yeah, I got enough.
And inspire shit.
Did you say you got a natural 1?
Yeah.
Oh,
Your bow breaks.
Your bow takes a point of damage.
Oh no.
That's a martial weapon, so it's got just mark somewhere that's taken 1 point of damage. As you drop the arrow and you dry fire the bow.
Oh no.
Wait, what's that, sorry?
You drop your arrow and you accidentally dry fire the bow as the blue horizon heaves, and causing it to take 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can sustain up to 2 points of damage before it breaks.
Then I'll command my bow to drop another magic stone on
The rowboat?
damage any more rowboats.
Yeah, they can. They're just about to board, so he can drop one, make a dex throw with the bird.
Are we doing movement with the bow?
No, that's fine. 11 misses as it lands just next to one of the rowboats, exploding in the water.
Does that take your bonus action?
I thought the bow was his own initiative.
Does that take your bonus action?
I don't think so.
Because I was gonna say,
Is it not the same?
yeah, I was gonna say if you wanted, maybe you can investigate the Hydra as a bonus.
Oh yeah. I'll do that.
Alright, so you can make an arcane check or an investigation check.
Yeah, arcane. I'll just do an investigation check. And I got a 10.
Can't tell you anything,
Hey,
son.
hey, Cody, sorry, just before we get out of this one, doesn't the ranger have a specific ability to work out stuff about creatures it's fighting? Don't you have like a specific feat or ability for the ranger that allows you to do something like that?
I have a favorite enemy.
I might be wrong.
Oh yeah. What kind of does this count as a beast?
What's that, sorry?
This is a beast.
No, it's not.
No, it's not, Cody.
So like yeah,
Alright, so not on that.
Fair enough. Alright.
Alright, anything else?
Yeah. No, that's my turn.
Alright, Thalion, you're up.
Alright.
Can we grab yours?
Alright,
You'd be able to reach the arc now
the
yourself.
arc. Alright, I am going to.
Sorry, I still had movement. Did we say that I was taking cover behind the cannon?
So you'll get, because it's barricaded, you'll get +5 to your AC from any range attacks coming that way.
All I can do is try and set the area on fire.
Alright, can you tell me a bit more about these charge bags? Like, how do they work? What do I need to touch them?
Alright, so because he rolled so high, so they're waterproofed, and he's come up with a mix of using tar and oil, a sticky solution that he's covered with another leather patch. So you rip that off and stick it on there. And then same with the ones in the water. He's come up with a charge with a rope that you can loosen and kind of get a bit further away.
Yep.
You pull it, a ferro rod pulls on against the copper, and that'll ignite the charge.
Okay, cool. And what's it take for me to connect it?
A bonus action.
Bonus action and then action to ignite it?
Yep, or a bonus action because it's just.
Alright, awesome. Alright, I am going to reach the nearest ore.
Mm-hmm.
Struggling against
So
the fire.
dodging against them, it's like 2 layers on top of each other. So it's like where every ore is, there's another one in front of, underneath it, and it's come back around as you swim, dodge, and get carried by the current. You manage to dodge through them and get on the the underside, so like the higher bit, so it doesn't hit you.
Yeah, awesome. And as I'm under there, I'm gonna rip one of the sticky things off, stick it to it.
Mm-hmm. As it comes back down, you wait for it to come back into the water, go past you, and you stick it on there, and you see it come out the water, crash into the water, still attached to it.
Nice.
And you bless Harakai's ingenious engineering.
Silently. So if we attack the oars, we can't really break them with normal weapons.
Like you can, it will take a while though. Like to each time it comes down to hack at it.
Yeah.
Again, they're thick. It would have AC 15 and like 55 hit points.
Gotcha.
Because these are thick wooden oars that you're trying to hack through.
Alright, was there any other rowboats next to us still, like as well as the arc?
No, they all come out the arc and are going towards the blue horizon.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna continue then moving. I'm gonna skip the next oar,
Mm-hmm.
or next 2 oars. Can I move that far?
Yep.
And then go to the 4th oar and use my action to attach it on the charge.
Okay, easy. And I guess you've pulled the string of the other one, so you can still hold it.
Yeah.
But it's now
Taut.
yeah, taut. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Awesome. All right, the blue horizon. Master Gib raises his sword. You're aiming at the Hydra.
Yeah.
Are you firing a cannon, Kyle?
If I don't,
One of the other crews will shoot him.
do they get a advantage to the, like, what do they get?
They've got +2 to their intelligence.
They can do it.
Okay.
Oh, we add intelligence to this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it!
All right. One hit. On the arc then. Doing
Slaves are just like,
6, 9, 15, 17, 26.
Oh,
Just
finally.
over. Boom. Alright, so broadside is fired. Yours is fired at the Hydra and misses.
Oh wait, we wasn't shooting, but we didn't have a shot.
There's 26 points to the arc.
Sorry about that. Let's just because I've already prepared it, so let's just see what happens there.
Oh, it was. Sorry, it was 26 to the reach.
Alright.
Quick question: is the Hydra actually there?
The Hydra will be there next turn. That's where it'll be. Actually, no, sorry, it's on the edge. So it'll enter next turn here, and then it can move. All right, cannons are loaded again, and it is Drea Stone's turn, and Bjorn, you're on deck.
Alrighty. So, Udrea the octopus, I've called it Drake. Alright, so Drake octopus is gonna dash, right?
Yep.
Around the arc, so like from one side, 120 feet. How long can I go? Like, would it just be one side of the arc?
Oh, like so you're going like down the long side of the arc.
Opposite side of Gavin.
So this arc in meters would be like 80 meters long.
So we're going about
10 feet.
Well, we're going about 300.
100 feet. So it'd be over 200 feet.
Yeah, we're going about 120 or something.
Yeah. Alrighty, so yeah, Dre the octopus is gonna just dash around one side of the arc.
Yep.
And as like before it gets in front of that side. It's like we'll go down deep, come up right before the side of it, and
Yep.
Dre's just gonna hold out one tentacle and dash around.
And I had prepared my burning hairs.
Yeah.
And as I get into rage, I'm gonna.
Wait, don't you need to use your action last turn to prepare it?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't do it.
Oh yeah, because it was that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
So I'm burning hairs, and as a continuous flame is released from my hands, Trey is.
Dashing. And then plus still use an action to attack.
yeah.
Oh wait, you did that, might be.
Oh yeah, if you dash, you use it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bonus action, I want to grab Thalia on the way. Like, as
Okay.
we're making our
Right,
way,
so
yeah.
I'm shooting.
Okay, awesome. All right, so Dre, you grab onto Thalion.
Okay, so
And-
you go the opposite way or the same way as you?
We'll grab you on our way, I guess.
So you grab him on the way, and you start heading down the side of the arc. And before you pull up Bjorn, Thalion, you feel him go taunt. Before the first one, and the second one, and there is a second delay before the eyes come out. The things are coming out the water, and as they do, they explode, and the charge is big enough to blow 4 instead of 4. You just see
Yeah.
as the explosion happens, the tip of the oar flies through the air, crashing into the water. As the oars are rendered useless as they go back into the water. As the explosion happens and Dark Elves look over the side, you're launched into the air. How high do you want to hold him? Oh, on the opposite. Oh, so you went under, came out? Oh, okay, I see. Yep. How high are you holding him? Like, so you can see the top deck, or what level? There's 4.
Pretty much where the oars are.
Okay. So about 10 to 15 feet out of the water.
We'll be out close.
And as you stretch out your arm, you focus your magic and
Did I say like all 4 arms are pushing forward?
blasting fire out their hands as you're swept through the air. And the fire pours through the oar holes, burning the slaves and setting the ships and oars on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's literally a continuous burning of.
So how far can she move while you're doing?
120 feet.
Holy shit!
And
Okay.
it's 200 feet, so too much.
So, like, combining our abilities, we're kind of really getting the best out of the spell.
That's awesome.
Otherwise, I go into it.
Yeah.
Still, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. Roll for damage? Like,
What's the damage roll?
Okay, so I only did at level 1, and it's a dex save. And if they fail, they take 3d6 damage, so I've already done at level 1 for that. But the fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that are being water carried, so that's really what I'm kind of.
Okay, for each 10 feet, roll 3d6 damage against the arc.
Okay, so
12 times.
You got this. Do you want us to?
3d6.
Do you want us to?
Can I borrow d6, please?
Do you want me to roll on this? Or you want to roll it?
And then do we add it all up together?
Yeah.
Tell me your thing.
Oh, 6, 12, 16 on the
That's
first this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
What's a 6? Alright, so 9, 10 on the next one. 6. 12. 13.
Nice.
7, 8, 9. 11. What number are we up to?
That's 5.
10, 15. Holy crap, we're almost so good.
Halfway.
That's a 1.
6. 5, 7. 40. 50.
Finish.
What? 7, 8.
Oh, that one.
6, 12. Oh, so close. 16.
Nice.
Almost got 3 6s.
140
did.
damage.
140 damage to the Witch King Serpent as you blast your fire through it, burning the slaves alive, and scorching the side of the ark. You can see as the fire hits it, it bounces off it, and as you like come to the end and look back, wherever you've hit, it's like charred, and then you see smoke as flames start to flicker and catch the side of the ship alive.
Nice.
You've knocked out on the right hand side because you've gone under.
My hope, just so you know, because I'm hoping this happens, so I was aiming on where the oars were.
Yep.
To get the arc, get flames in the arc, maybe in the oar holes, and maybe burn the oars themselves. Like I'm trying to just like.
Yeah, the oars in the arc are on fire, and you've knocked out 3/4 of the slaves on that side.
Nice.
So you know, like about 120 oars on that side get knocked down as the slaves changed to their seats can do nothing but scream and hit themselves as they go down in flames, dying.
Alright.
So, did you attach them to the other side?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So now with that combined, with this weather, the oars are useless.
Oh,
Well, they're not useless, but it won't be able to keep up with you
So,
with the blue horizon.
Alright. So,
that's so cool.
That was epic.
That's so good.
as the spell finishes, I'm gonna indicate for you to take me back down.
We're gonna go down deep so they can't see us.
Awesome. As you get probably about 80 feet, arrows are fired at you as they whiz past you as you crash back into the water. And you guys just see on the other side just smoke bellowing up from the other side. You can't see Drea or Bjorn, but you can just see smoke bellowing out from the other side
That's right.
as shouts and screams come out.
Yeah.
Alright.
That was epic.
That was epic.
All right. Anything else?
I
Well,
can't
that's
do
your
anything
turn.
else.
On my turn, I think I'm gonna prepare it up. I'm back.
Yeah. Awesome.
Shall I go a level 3 stuff?
Dude, that did so good. But
Did you mark the damage down on the arc?
What was that? 40?
140.
Just keep in mind the damage, like that. You've already accomplished your task.
Yeah.
So
So don't
they
waste my
can't
best
do
spells.
much.
It's still
Yeah.
doing
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should I
I'm
even
gonna take
prepare
them
one?
down.
Or just figure it
I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna be going back anyway.
Yeah, I
That's all.
would prepare one, just maybe not.
Keeping in mind that
You're like a
we're
fucking
going-
dragon team.
They're going this way. They're going this way. We're going this way, and they're coming this way. So technically, you should be able to get to the other side and do the other side on your way back.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, on the way back. Should I? Or
Yeah,
should
but
I?
the opposite side now.
I
So
think
Yeah.
we've got the front end, and then we'll do the back end.
Yeah, do it.
Alright.
Alright.
Sally and Andrew.
Yeah.
Screams erupt on deck of the Witch King Serpent as crew members go to start dousing the flames, and slaves are unchanged to equalize the oars to get equal numbers on each side to try and keep up with you guys as much as they can. It would be like most oars now would have one slave per oar, which would be really hard to row, but they're trying to do as much as they can to keep up with you guys. Another volley is still fired at you guys, but instead of 9 shots, only 6 shots go off as crew members are pulled off.
Nice.
2 hits, a natural 20, 4 hits total with 1 being a natural 20. So that's already 35 damage. And then can someone, I need 3 people to roll 3d10s.
I got one.
I gotta be there.
3 people to roll 3d10.
Yep.
I got one.
Awesome, and I'll get the last one. 1, 8, 13. Mine misses.
I got 28.
28, so that is
58. Did you say that one did 30?
oh yeah, 58 and
I got 13.
58 damage to the Blue Horizon. Now, this one remained.
Oh yeah. That's been there for 2 turns now.
It's okay. This one goes. It's
Make it as cut. Got it.
There's one here, just letting you know.
Is that one remained for 2 turns? No, that was a fresh one.
That's the first one.
And as you guys look down, grappling hooks are thrown over the sides as the human slaves start climbing up the sides. As they come up past the first deck, anyone with pistols or muskets like pokes out and shoots what they can off the ropes as they start coming overboard. Crew members shoot what they can, drop their muskets and pull out their swords as a bloody melee breaks out on the deck. The Hydra's turn.
Wait, do we?
So,
Does the skinks have a turn?
The skinks go as like part of the crew because they do such little damage with their blow darts.
Gotcha.
But as soon as like crew members come up, they're just a volley of blow darts. One guy's like hit with 6 as it just falls backwards and crashing into the water. All right,
so does it just get there this time though?
it gets there and now it can move. So it gets here and it goes.
No.
When was it my turn? I thought I was gonna have a turn before it.
Did I miss you? No, because it's rolled its initiative now and it's gone. It got 16, so after this thing. All right, so bear with me. All right. So it's actually going to come around here. And as it does, the head in the middle, you almost see the water being sucked out of the sky as it spits it out. It goes in cold, heats it up, and spits it out as boiling water. And it goes 20 feet. So if it's here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hang on. 5, 10, 15, 20. In a line. You need to make a dex saving throw of 18.
Did I hit you as well?
No, just Tarakai.
11.
Alright, my friend.
Get inspiration. An inspiration could just
Nah,
say.
the chance of me rolling above 18 is too low. I only got
Alright, lucky it rolled pretty bad. That's 12, 13. You take 19 points of damage. Alright. It then will land.
Do I get an opportunity?
50. It's flying, and then it lands there on the deck now.
It's okay.
2 of the heads are going to attack you, and 2 will attack Kyla. It's got reach 10.
Holy cow.
Sick, guys. Come on.
Alright.
I'm very squishy.
So the 2 on you get a dirty 20 and 24.
On me?
Yeah?
Yeah, both hit.
Uh,
Actually, I
What's
will
the shield?
reaction shield.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna pull out my premise as a reaction, and then as I turn, 2 like wings sprout up on the side and like extend the shield.
And what does that make your AC?
25.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, so both with me. So 2 heads
Oh.
just before they reach you. Shield comes up and they bite against the shield as the other two launch at you, coming to
Did
bite
they
you.
still hit him for the AC?
Oh yeah.
DC?
No, because it's above your AC.
Because your AC is 25.
You got 24 and 20. Oh yeah, it would land in that range, so you would take reduced damage. Yeah, that's right. New rules. All right.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It still is. That's awesome.
All right. So you take. That's my D10. So you take
Oh.
13 on the first one. Oh, they're both 13.
So
And
minus
just about
15.
15.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's cool.
This system's cool.
All right, 2 against you, Kyla.
Good day.
Getting 11 and a 23.
23 hits. The
And
11's below my.
Nice. So you take 10 points of piercing damage.
You good.
As the first head crushes against the rails, and the second head manages to get you across the torso. All right, and that's the Hydra's turn. Kyla, you're up. Oh no, sorry.
What is this?
I don't know if you want to write these down.
Is each of the heads individual targets I can hit?
Yes, they are. No, the whole thing is. There's a special thing with the heads if you want to find out more, but you just attack the Hydra. But there is something very important to do with the heads. 1. That's 5. That's a 2, and that's a 3.
What happened to the boats? Are they?
They've landed and they've boarded, but they're just humans, so the crew is fighting the humans.
Okay.
Well, we've only got 3 down.
Okay, so are we counting anything there?
I'm tracking it here, like crew versus crew. Alright, so Dark Elf 1 goes first before you, Kyla, which is that one, and he is going to attack Mega Az. And let's get this stuff.
Look at Ash cover.
Okay, so he does 2 attacks. First one getting a 17, and the other one getting a 19.
Okay, I think they both hit. My thing just died, so I'm pretty sure they hit them.
Okay, so
Actually, he's going. Mechaxerxes is going to use his reaction to do. It's called deflect attack,
yeah.
where he can make a creature do its attacks with disadvantage, as long as it's within 5 feet.
Nice. Okay, so what did I get? I got a 19 and
That's 17.
19 and a 17. So this is for the 17. That rolled higher, so we'll go with the 17. And the other one rolled lower, getting a 11. So just one would hit. So you take 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage. Or Mega Az does. Alright, Kyla, you're up.
Let's do this hook as well, just saying.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. I can cast this difficult terrain, and I can use a bonus action to take a bolt of there, but I think I'm not going to get that as well. But it'll be difficult terrain.
Just so you know as well, I'll give you this one for free because
Oh, wait.
it's pretty.
They can go, they've got the black. Yeah, they go through difficult terrain.
No, not about that. About the Hydra.
Oh, it's reach or something.
Yeah, it's got reach, but its reactions are also based on its heads.
Oh.
So go for his head.
So if you move, it could make 5 reactions against you.
Oh my god.
Each head acts individually.
Holy cow.
Maybe use your bonus first to see if you find anything else out about it.
And then I can quicken and go for max damage as well. Just try and kill it.
Do you have anything to do with thunder?
Yeah, everything I have got to do with thunder.
Bring the lightning!
Alright.
It's not thunder though, it's lightning. Yeah. But yeah, you can switch that up
I
as well.
can do lightning.
Yeah, I think Sable will sort 3 points for that now.
Yeah, okay. I might focus on this guy.
Especially if you're like fireball, like if it is each of those individual, then you get the whole.
True.
I mean, I was thinking icy knife because it's shards out of shadows.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know how that's gonna go. What's better? Okay.
Quickly.
I am going to, and I can't target two, right? I can't
You
target
just
two.
target the Hydra.
I can't twin at them.
And remember, you can only met it once.
Oh, why can't you
So you
twin it? You
can't.
can't twin attack the same creature? It's just two separate.
Two separate.
Damn.
Even
So-
when you quicken, Jay, remember, you can't quicken and transmute at the same time.
Yes. Okay, I am going to I'm gonna mess them up. I'm going to change the flow in my magic. And if I had hair, it would be spiky. Hey?
Teach us.
Thanks. I am going to cast a fireball, but I am going to change the nature. Understanding, to lightning.
Awesome.
Which
Right, with
means
the fireball midnight as well, anyway.
yes,
Oh, nice.
but it will be like a lightning bolt. So yeah, a massive lightning bolt. You'll take a a advantage. Sorry, not advantage. You need to do a saving throw.
What, dex saving throw?
Dex saving throw.
Oops. Oops. A 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you take max damage of 9d6s.
Whoa.
Oh no, 96s.
What level? Yeah.
What do I do in level?
It should just say out there on the screen there.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, if you get out of there, and then go down to your level 4, it should be telling you here. Do that nice dice changing, whatever it is.
96. Oh, sorry, it's 8d6.
At third level, yeah.
Okay,
Read
getting
it, calculate them.
yeah, so 6,
Yeah.
6, 5, 4, 5, 1, 1, 4.
32.
32 lightning damage.
Awesome.
Lightning damage. Hell yeah.
So what is it? Doubled?
64.
64. Okay. So you throw your ball. So where are you throwing it?
Yeah, so I can.
It explodes, shooting arcs of lightning everywhere, hitting the Hydra. And as you watch, 2 of the arcs hit directly underneath the head. One completely severing it off, the other demolishing it, where it just hangs loosely off the neck.
Nice.
You've killed 2 of the heads.
Oh,
That's
nice.
so good.
Is-
I don't know because it's.
It is. It is good, but bad as well.
Are they gonna regrow?
I suggest use your bonus action.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to investigate what's going on.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Good move.
16. What check is that again? Sorry.
Investigation. You said
16.
investigation. You can do
16.
arcane or investigation.
I think they're both +1.
Okay, 16. Alright, I will tell you something very important. So, it has multiple heads. Each time it takes 25 damage, it loses a head. However, at the end of its turn, for each head it loses, it grows 2 more in its place.
What?
Damn, Hydras.
The other thing is,
So I just grew
The thing
4
is,
heads.
it's taken a total of 75, so.
for at once, like it depends on how much damage it takes at once.
Okay.
Now, I'll tell you a few things because this will matter how you guys play greatly. It has 580 HP.
Oh shit!
And if all heads are killed in one turn, it dies.
Like
We need
before
to
it gets
coordinate.
back to its turn?
We all need to coordinate our attack at once.
So it's got 3 heads left. At the end of its next turn, it's going to have 7 heads.
Unless we take
Oh
off
my
the
god.
3.
Oh, so only on its turn originally.
At the end of its turn, it regrows. For every head it lost, it regrows 2.
Alright, so you took out 3 more heads. Piece of cake, let's do it.
No, at the same time. Because clearly you said
No,
all
before
the
it's.
heads have to be cut off at the
Yeah,
same time.
Before it gets to its turn.
Oh,
Yeah, before it, so we go around. Shit, I wish
Okay.
we...
Can I still have movement?
Yeah, you haven't moved.
I'm not in his range, am I?
I'll go after.
Who? Yeah, you are. You're within 10 feet.
I'm already ready. Putting our hands.
Can I still hide somewhere?
And then just
Or in my spot?
You're behind cover from this side. By that side, yeah, there's nowhere to hide.
Well, either way,
Alright, that's it.
That's it. All right. Mega Az.
Are there still people coming through on that rope?
What's that? Sorry.
Are there still people coming on this rope?
Yeah.
How much damage did it take?
5.
I read further, so there's something else I can do.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go through.
Sorry, I'm just gonna check that.
That's all right.
I think you count mine, but yeah, if you get yours, that'd be good.
What do you when you have your turn like a 50 feet? Do you want to do that?
I just realized I had my burning hands from last turn, and I'll be doing it this turn. So
Okay.
after and for that, I can use top, which is a ceiling down to until the next turn after.
Alright, I think he'll just try and chop that rope again. Just to
Go ahead.
So that when you land me on the ship.
magic play.
Nice. So full damage. You'd at least do 10 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
When you miss
Break the rope.
Nice.
So forget about the
As it goes snapping back, throwing the guys in the water.
And is he actually in base contact with any of those guys?
No, sorry, I should have moved this guy here because he attacked him last time.
Okay. I think we just end it there.
All right, you're oh wait, Dark Elf 2 goes before you, so Dark Elf 2 is going to move into base contact and make his.
Did one of them take damage?
No. 23. I think the other one he missed. 23, and that does 5 points of slashing damage.
That's it.
And then Mr. Silverbeard.
Oh, yep. Just
Cody, still with us?
Alright.
Did you hear about the Hydra?
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time.
Wish you were here.
Can I rotate the cannon to face it?
You can, but it's secured with line, so when it ricochets, it doesn't go, flying. So you'd have to loosen it, and then it would take like a whole. It would take an action to loosen it, and then another action to turn it around. It's like a big heavy cannon.
And then just loose on the boat as well.
Yeah, so once you shoot it, it's pretty much useless. She's going flying.
There's nothing I can do with like lightning guns.
Unless you
Attach your rocket boots to it. Taser it.
Attach it to the batteries.
I just want to say, this is one of the coolest combats I've played.
Yeah.
Like,
Does it have metal? Or it scales metal? Any
No.
metal? No? Okay. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay. So, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast. Okay. I'm gonna cast Searing Smite.
Yep.
At 3rd level. So the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, The weapon flares with a white hot intensity, and the attack deals an extra d6 fire damage.
Alright.
3d6 if it does like this.
Go ahead.
So, 26.
26 hits.
Alright, so it does. We do a d8 damage. Plus 5, so 9 plus 3d6. So 9 plus 8. So 17 points of damage, and it has to make a Constitution saving throw.
7 points on the weapon.
17.
Passes. Yep, passes, and then I'll take my second attack on it. 21.
21 hits.
Sweet. And then 9 points of damage.
So that was another 25.
It's per attack.
No, per action.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is.
Okay,
So that was another 25.
That was 26 points of damage.
26. Goosh, another head falls off.
Nice.
As it comes down to bite you, I just crush one of its heads. Because you're attacking with a hammer, right?
Yeah.
Yep, you can literally like bludgeon through it and take out another head. 2 heads remain.
So Therma tells you took 1 sorcery point.
Yeah.
That's it for myself.
Alright, Dark Elf 3 moves forward and attacks, getting a 19 and a 17.
He'll use his reaction again to impose disadvantage.
Awesome. 18.
Hit.
And that was a 19, so the other one would hit. So first attack does 9 points of slashing damage.
That'd be good.
Second attack does 15 points of slashing damage.
I think it's still up.
Tanky motherfucker.
He's on 2.
Oh my gosh!
As trapped inside of it is screaming furiously as it tries to keep the thing together. Alright, and back up to the top. Daria, you're up.
It can repair itself, but it needs to use its action.
Trying to remember.
Alrighty. I'm gonna attack the hive.
Alright, go for it, big man. You're in range.
Go for
You gonna shoot or you gonna move up to it?
17.
I'm gonna shoot.
Alright.
17 hits.
17 hits.
Yeah.
Alright.
Should you Hunter's Mark or something?
Can I? Yeah, I was gonna say, can I cast Hunter's Mark?
I think you'll lose your eagle. Is your eagle concentration?
Oh yeah, I will lose my eagle.
But you got your +2 arrows?
Yeah.
I think Hunter's Mark's probably better off.
Yeah. It's how just scary.
Use your Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark. I'll do it first level.
Yeah.
So then, 17 hits.
17 hits, yep.
Nice.
So that's 2d8 plus 6. So that's 15 plus 3 points of damage, that's 18.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I'll do another shot, which is 16.
16 hits.
Nice.
Come on, man. Along like 7 points, you will lose another head.
2d8 plus 6. So 17 points of damage.
Holy
Nice.
shit, nice.
Oh,
Boom, boom.
sorry.
2 arrows.
Yeah,
Yeah?
17, yeah? Yep.
2 arrows lodge themselves each in one eye of a head of the Hydra as another one goes down and one more stands in the middle.
Oh my
We
god.
got this.
Someone's
We
gonna
need to
get it.
get this before it grows back like.
One's been blown off,
8
one's
heads.
hanging on, one's been bludgeoned, one's been shot, and there's one more in the middle. Anything else?
that's my turn.
Alright, Thalion, you're up.
How far are we from the blue horizon now?
The
Because the arc is still moving towards
Well, you've stopped the arc now. You guys would
It
be
was 100 feet before.
yeah. So
You go straight off.
you would be like
On the blue horizon.
just under 60 feet away
Just
from it.
under, perfect.
Hydra
Alright.
is after the.
So Talian's gonna, I can move 40 feet, so I'm gonna move 40 feet towards it.
Mhm.
And then,
Toss him another 50 feet.
Another 10 feet. Yeah.
then I can summon my tentacle 60 feet away from me.
Mhm.
So if we say sort of 10 feet to get to the edge of the boat, yeah?
Mhm.
I'm just going to summon that there.
Mhm.
Then I'm going to ready an action.
Mhm.
So I am going to ready my other tentacle spell.
Nice. Anything else?
That's it.
Oh, we need
Wait,
one
wait.
like this around
Sorry.
Sorry?
How
Away.
far
Oh,
is it
sorry.
out?
I'm going to... Oh, wait. I'd be in range anyway. It's 120 feet. I can cast it.
Mhm.
Nice.
Would I be in feet? Was 60 feet away, you said?
Yeah, that was 60. That's 200.
Awesome. Oh, no. Oh, 60. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to... So this tentacle appears on the ship.
Mhm.
As Sally's frantically swimming towards it. And then I am going to...
Do you need to see? Can you see it? Considering it's swimming.
No, it doesn't say I do.
Do
Doesn't
you
say
say
if
there's
you can
60
see.
feet between the arc and the horizon?
Yeah, you guys are 62 feet away from the horizon.
That's sweet.
Alright. Sorry, 17?
Actually, keeping in mind the blue horizon's still moving on its turn, it would move again.
Yeah.
So, which it goes before you guys, but you're fine.
Alright,
17
so
against the Hydra. Hits.
Alright.
So wait, where's that tentacle there?
That one's there, the other one's coming up.
So-
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yep.
Alright, so... Alright, so it takes 2d8 damage.
How much damage have we used from
So
that?
8, 12 damage. So it takes 12 damage.
Mhm.
But, I don't know if this works, but it can't regain hit points until the next turn.
Nice.
What?
And it clings to the target.
Oh! Oh my god.
I'm gonna say no. It works against the regen because for each head it grows, it gains 10 hit points.
Yeah.
So it just won't get the hit points, but it won't stop it regrowing the heads.
That was a good
That's
thought.
That's a
Alright.
pretty good thought.
So it comes out and just wraps itself around the head that's still remaining.
Which is good because that's at the moment that's 80 hit points. It would have regained.
Holy shit, this thing's a beast.
Alright, and that's my
Yeah,
turn.
jeez.
Hmm.
You guys really need to kill one head.
All right, the blue horizon
You
moves.
guys love this.
So it would move another 50 feet. So you guys would be 110 feet away from it now. And it fires its chasers out at the Ark as the crew continues to battle under the command of Captain Maverick.
Can this turn do anything with the Hydra?
Ken, what?
Can anyone attack the Hydra in this turn, or?
The crew are locked in combat with the borders at the moment.
We get the
Um,
X-Men to like...
They can, but their darts do
Yeah, it's
far
on
more
the
damage.
It's on the- yeah.
Yeah.
One hits, doing 10, 16, 25 points of damage.
Nice.
The arc, as the chasers are fired off at the back and reloaded.
Nice.
Alright. On top of that, at the moment, the crew seems to be slightly losing the battle.
Oh no shit.
As each boat, because there was 7 boats? 7 boats, so 70 boarders are on there.
Sorry,
Right?
eight more boats,
So there's 80 boarders currently on there.
Oh.
And that means that was the last shot for the cannons as well. And they're not reloaded. All the crews are pulled off the cannons now. and brought to fight the warders. As there's just men everywhere hacking, slashing, throwing each other off the sides. Muskets are shot in close combat. There's people on top of each other just bashing each other with muskets. As there's just a crazy fray, and on top of all that, there's a fucking Hydra screaming and doing everything it can. All those are gone. Dre Stone.
Alright. Dre's gonna go back down under again and come up on the other side, dashing under 120 feet. Holding Fiona.
Nice. Awesome.
On the other side.
So, same thing.
How much was it? 12 times?
Yep, for each 10 feet, roll with the damage. Yeah, I've got heaps if you want to hand. Yeah?
It's gonna regard its heads.
There's a metal one in there if you want to take it out.
I'll just go for it. 7, 8. 15. Somebody count the amount of times I roll, so this is 30, 6, 9. 11. 4. 9. 12. 9. 13. 12. 14.
This next one's the last one.
14.
130 damage.
Holy
Nice.
shit.
Wait, what's the last one?
Good job.
Blowing through, even now, like with the slaves, as many as you've wiped out now, the oars are rendered completely useless. There is not enough men to man the oars.
Nice.
As the Witch King Serpent stops in its
Nice.
tracks.
So
That was
As a
awesome.
bonus action, Dre is gonna.
As you get arrows flying past you, as you crash back into the water as you finish the spell.
As a bonus action, Dre is going to fling. When you make it to the blue horizon.
So
If
120 feet
120
back,
feet.
closer.
Wait, haven't you used your 120 feet to attack the arc? Go around the arc?
Because we'll go back, you said before Thalia was 60 feet away. And here was where
On
we
the
were.
way, that's what we're doing.
Okay, yep. And then what do you want to do?
Just fling him so he lands.
So around 100, so he was 60 feet away before, but you said the blue horizon's still moving, but she just went 120 feet.
Yep.
So where are we?
It's usually an action to fling, isn't it?
I don't know, this is my first time
If you
seeing
can't,
it.
it's okay. It's you can't.
Yeah, it's an action to fling.
What was it?
Yep. Because the Hydra's got the same thing.
120 feet, where would we get to though?
120 feet, you would get to the blue horizon.
I'll just hold up my
Yeah, where exactly? Because we were at 60 feet and you got here.
So you guys would make it to the back because the blue horizon's been moving, so you'd also make it to the back.
So can I just say, if I got close enough, the rope that Thalion was using to sleep underwater, could I have grabbed that? Am I close enough to grab that?
Yep.
That's cool.
Nice one.
Oh, you did get his head.
I don't know if we're going with this last one.
Alright, it's Bjorn's turn next.
When's its turn?
Its turn is after you. It's you, and then the arc, and then the Hydra.
So if you don't get this head, it's gonna grow back.
I'm pretty far enough away.
Cool.
Well, right at the back, any closer?
No.
Can she get me on the ship?
If I'm still holding him up, will we be able to reach the top?
Well, you're only holding him about 15 feet, so it would take another 15 feet for you to make it to the top. So you spend 15 feet and be on the deck of the horizon. Surely you can throw lightning further than that.
Or like misty stuff or something?
Oh?
Alright, that's what we're gonna do. Because I think what's my best chance actually being?
Misty stuff is a spell, so we can't do another spell, I think. Maybe you can attack.
You have to kill it this round. Otherwise,
Was it next?
yeah, after the thing. Otherwise, it's gonna have 9 heads. You've stopped it from getting 80 HP, but it's gonna have 9 heads. Please kill it.
Please kill her.
Alright, it's gonna have to be a landing bolt. I think that's my best chance.
Alright.
Alright, so
There
I'm
is
going to get up on the ship.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yes,
Ugh.
yes.
And
Clutch moment. Come on.
So if it succeeds on the throw, then it's probably gonna not do enough damage.
Kyler, widely using his magic might influence your magic as well, so it might be another plus force. Oh wait, it'll be for the roll, not to hit. Or only be to
Well,
hit.
really, it fails, so even your giving it a minus d4 probably help
Yeah.
if it succeeds.
And also, if it's lightning, I'm gonna say it's upon the blue.
I think, yeah, double charge.
It's
Alright.
gonna kill it.
Yeah, it's gonna
Look,
risk it.
I can reach it with an attack. It's either attack, like get in, so I can do a couple attacks on it, or just a lightning bolt, and that's all I can do.
What's gonna do
You
the
need,
most?
what's gonna make, like, you need to do 25 damage, really.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I do the lightning bolt, it's the only thing I can. That's it. I can't do anything else.
How much
But
does
if
the
it
lightning bolt
resists
do?
it, oh, depends on how good I roll.
Yeah, but what's
Well,
the
what's
roll?
its P? Yeah, what's the roll?
It's 8d6.
8d6?
Yeah.
Yeah, that will do
Well, I
it.
got only a 20 before.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not sure
remember,
I got
it's
20.
It's weakness.
It's
to
weakness.
it.
Yeah, but if it rolls a successful
Takes
check,
half.
that takes half, which is back to 20. Do you know
I
what I
think
mean?
it's worth it.
And then I don't have a chance. Or I get close enough
With your
and do 2
86,
attacks.
with your 86,
I think-
like you got 2 rerolls.
I think you'll be alright.
Did you reroll damage?
Yeah.
No.
Any dice?
We're gonna kill it.
Good,
Risk
good,
it.
good.
Risk it.
Yeah. Here we go. So,
Look, worst case scenario, at least we're all on the boat for the next when it gets like
Yeah, we can get 8 heads.
No, you've got this.
alright. There's crew here. Our crew as well.
Yeah, they're everywhere, mixed everywhere in together.
You probably feel like No. Oh, you can't do that.
That's 100 feet. I get killed everyone. It's gonna be the time.
Okay.
I'm so
You
scared.
gotta do it.
Oh, how else can I do it? Because I can't get. Like, I was thinking
Yeah,
I
do
can
it.
here, but I can't.
10, 9,
Oh!
8,
Alright.
7, 6.
remember it's 15 feet to get up as well.
Yeah, I can with that.
You were speeding, motherfucker.
Yeah, when I'm playing. Alright, I'm gonna get to there. I'm just like, just see full run.
Dodging between shots and blade swings, you dance through the crowd.
And then I'm going to, as I get going, I'm gonna jump. Very misty step.
Nice.
And be up here
Oh
in
god.
the air. And I'm going
Can you call Gaia?
watch, reach out with my whip.
And attack it.
My whip, yeah.
Go ahead.
Advantage?
For what?
What? Can
I'm
you use
stressed
your
out.
axe?
Oh, that's what I'm hoping to, if this works out. Hitting.
Over 15?
20, sorry.
Yep, hit.
Alright, so what I'm aiming for, so I've just appeared in the air and I'm going to launch my whip and I'm aiming to try and wrap it around that head. Right? And then I do. Yes, so the lightning is doubled, so 3 slashing, 8
Oh, the whip's lightning damage?
Yeah.
crimson white. So 3 slashing, 8 lightning.
So the 8 is doubled, or you've already doubled it?
No, I already doubled it, and then let's do a strength saving throw. Hopefully,
That's what 12 damage so far.
Alright, it has +5 to
Do
strength.
you want to use this?
12.
So normally I pull someone in, but can I pull myself
You
in?
can. So, dodging through the crowd, you launch yourself off the deck,
'Cause it's heavy,
Mitzi
right?
step.
I pull myself in, so.
launch your whip, and it stabs itself into its throat, and using the force of the Hydra, the whip goes taunt, and you're swinging towards it.
Alright, so I want to swing towards it, go under the head, and then launch myself up.
So you wrap the chain around it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I launch myself up, and then I'm going to come down with a. Actually, I'm going to do a shocking grasp, but it has to be touch. So maybe I'll launch myself up, and I'm going to land on its head if I can, or wrap myself around it, and then just with my hands shocking grasp it.
The better way I would say, because you're connected through the chain, you can touch it through the chain.
I can?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay, cool. Alright, I do that. So, 3 grasps.
There's only one head.
There's only one head at the moment. So how much damage has it taken?
12. So, if it's wearing, if it's got metal, I get advantage.
Doesn't
on it.
have metal?
Doesn't have metal, not because it's going through my.
I love how you guys milk advantage.
21.
You don't even need advantage hits.
Come on.
Oh, that's
No.
fun. And a 7. I'm going to use
Wait,
inspiration,
yeah.
so reroll.
Wait, that's double anyway, so it'd be 16 plus the 12, that's 28.
Alright.
28.
How do you want to do it?
So,
Oh, Cody, I wish you were here.
swing up, and then like charge my lightning through it with shocking grasp, and then just for flair, as I'm coming down, I want to have one of my feather blades pull out my sword, and I'm just, like, going
You
straight
clean through searing the flesh, and you land as the head of the Hydra lands in front of you.
Shit.
Its mouth still as the body rises up and crushing the boarders and the crew alike falls down. The Hydra has been
Nice.
defeated.
Oh my god, I can't believe that.
We're so cool.
What a clutch moment. That would have got 9 heads.
Yeah.
And then you guys would have to dodge like 25 damage to each one.
I can't believe it failed the strength saving throw.
Seriously.
And a +5.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've still got these guys.
Anything else you want to do?
There's still a
that's
whole bunch of
bonus,
people
that's,
around.
That's my attack, so I just land
Alright.
looking badass.
The Witch King Serpent. Dead in its tracks and out of the arc of fire. It does nothing but sit there in rage as
That's right.
it cannot get to you guys anymore. However, you see a black wreathing smoke launch itself from one of the towers straight at the blue horizon and lands in the middle.
Oh.
It's that lich that was blood for blood.
Yes, it was.
Ooh.
Damn, she's cool.
She's right next to you, Dario.
She's a mother.
Yeah.
Alright. Hydra's down. Dark Elf 1.
Oh, I used Mystic Wyrd.
Dark Elf 1. Hearing the screams of Az on the inside, Dark Elf 1 raises his blade and attacks twice at it, getting a
No.
16 and a 24.
Yeah, he's dead. He's like 2 HP.
He slices across it, cutting through the metal, and as it collapses, he cuts through pipes of oil, and it crashes into a messy pile of oil, and
No.
bursts aflame, with Az trapped on the inside.
No.
The Dark Elf moves off. 1 jumps off, 2, 3, 4, 4,
You're joking, right?
5.
Someone please save us.
That was Dark Elf 1, and Kyla, you're up.
You say I don't care what the threat is.
I can't say
How many mage
Yeah, they came about.
He's in a,
45.
like, trapped in this metal thing, flames all around, and it's starting to heat up. And it's trapped on the inside, smoke bellowing out from it.
Okay, hypothetically, if I ice knife one of these targets,
Yeah?
the shards, they... I don't know if it'll work at all. The shards, they explode,
Yep.
and if it's ice, if the shards, hit the thing, would it, like, cool down the fire, or...
There's oil mixed in there as well, so...
Oh, okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay.
But that should be grass food with actually makes so much sense because it's already on my
Mm.
binding and I wrapped it around the enemy. So it actually makes sense.
Kyla's going to do something really dumb, and he's going to dash in there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45. He's here?
He's in your spot? Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, he is there. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to grab him.
Mm-hmm. So you'd have to kind of like kick around the metal to, untrap him.
As! And I kick the metal.
All right, make a con saving throw. See if you get burnt by the fire.
I'm going to use side, okay? I'm not going to use side, con.
Yep.
It's not looking good. Sorry, just give me a sec. Oh my god, I keep doing this where I keep... Constitution. That is 13.
Reaching into the flames, you scorch yourself, getting 6 points of fire damage. But you manage to kick off the head of Megaxerxes, reach in there, fumble around as the fire and smoke bellows in your eyes before you feel something soft. You grab it and pull out, and there's a soot-covered unconscious Az in your hands. Flimsy and unconscious.
I'm gonna, out of desperation, I'm going to yell really loudly, and teleport away using a cooking spell.
All right.
I'm going to dimension door with the up here. With the,
On the rigging to the crow's nest.
yeah, to the crow's nest.
So I will just put you here. You appear there and there's just blow darts in your face before they realise it's you, turning back their attention down below, raining hellfire on the borders.
Not even. That was 2 sorcery points and a 4th level spell slot.
Roll for Tides of Chaos.
If Az's doesn't
2.
Whew.
I know I've used my bonus action and stuff, but I'm going to do what I can to
Yeah.
yeah. I can't do anything more than that.
That's good.
Alright. Drostau Drosti! Calls the Dark Elf Witch now aboard the Blue
What language is
Horizon.
this?
Tis Dark Elf or Elfin. Technically, I speak Elf, yeah.
It's the exact same language?
Yeah.
So me and Lily understand it?
It's just screaming blood for blood. Wild-eyed, she looks around, seeing Dario next to her. She raises her hand and casts Firebolt at you.
Did you just put that random? That was cool.
Yeah, I was like, what is she going to?
Say bowl or bolt?
Bolt. And she is going to cast it at 5th level.
Oh, fire bowl.
Firebolt.
Bolt's a
that's
cantrip.
Like I said,
That's when you reach 5th level. Yeah, sorry, my bad. So she takes the 5th level effect. Dario, that was shit. A 10.
AC is 13.
miss.
Miss.
Nice.
All right, and then she is going to. She throws the bolt at you, and then casting a spell throws a lightning bolt at you.
Oh.
So you hit with fire, and then you hit with purple lightning. As you see this ring on her finger, similar to the ones that you guys have already pulled off, but you see it. The green orb is like a liquid green on hers, and you see red starting to mix into hers. And she throws. She's gonna do this at 4th level. So each creature makes a dex saving throw.
So what is she doing?
Lightning bolt.
Kyla being very emotional. Actually, I don't even know how that would work. Kyla's going to use his reaction to counter spell it.
Go ahead. So there's a because 3rd level. Oh no, it's 4th level. So you have to do.
Because it's 4th level, it doesn't just completely negate it. Yeah, I gotta do something. Let me just read it real quick.
She's 45 feet this way. How high is the mast?
That's alright. The master's quite high, but that's alright.
When you cast a spell using a spell slot with 4th mode, when you attempt to...
What are you trying to do?
Can spell.
If it's casting from 4th level spell or higher, make a ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell level.
So 14.
So 14 is the DC. I'm going to use side of case for this one there. So, no need. I got 22.
Alright, so Dario, you see the lightning crackle in her hands, and just before it reaches you, it fizzles out. Looking down in anger, she's going to step one towards you, and for her last thing, she's going to swing at you with her staff. Getting a 15. So you take half damage, it's a glancing blow.
That was my first.
7, 8. You take 4 points of damage.
That was my third.
Yeah.
It's all good, bro.
Alright, Dark Elf 2 is going to go here, and he turns his crossbow to you and fires at you twice. Harukai, first one is a natural 1, and the next one is 19.
It's in my EC.
So that does 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So I take 2 points.
Nice.
Because my AC is 20, my EC is 12. So
Yeah, so you minus 10 points. He hit you 10, you minus 10 points.
I'm minus 8 because it's the difference between your EC and
No,
my
it's
No,
AC
it's-
minus 10.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No.
Easy.
Dang, that's not better than that.
Alright, Silverbeard, you're up.
Wait, what? I thought it was easy. Okay, we'll talk
Alright.
Alright, go as fast as you can because it is nearly 1 o'clock
Oh my god.
and I've got work so early.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna smack the step.
Smack a bitch.
18.
18 hits.
Sweet. 6 points damage.
Yep. Can you mark that down? That was
Oh, sorry.
Dark Elf 2, I think.
And then my second attack does 23 points. 23 to hit.
Yep.
And then 6 points of damage again.
How much is that on?
86.
And then I'll just end that.
Alright, Silver Dark Elf 3 comes here as well and is going to fire at Bjorn. 2 shots at you, Bjorn. 22 and a 24.
Okay.
Dealing.
Okay, I'll use my reaction to.
So they don't hit.
That'll be within my AC.
Okay, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10 for the first one. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the second one.
Sorry, go again.
10 and 8. So AC minus 10.
So, 15 is my reduction.
That is impressive.
That's at 25.
So,
Yeah, it'll be 10 rounds, probably. Yeah, it'll be 10 rounds.
No.
Yeah, so I'll start with 12.
alright, Dario, you're up. So the witch is 5 feet. Can you move the witch closer? So you have the witch right in front of you, the Dark Elf witch.
Thank you. So I'll switch to my rapier. Do we have any idea what her AC is by any chance?
She is pretty much naked. And nobody's swung at her yet, but it is not that high.
So yeah, I'm just gonna change my rapier. Change with the 3 points towards my AC. So the first attack being 24.
Hits.
Okay, so that is. So that's 10 points of damage. Oh wait, plus D6. So 5, so that's 15. And then I take.
15 points of damage?
You can get 10 points of damage. And then I take another hit. Which is a natural 1.
Oh, nice.
Natural 20 or natural 1?
Natural 1.
Oh, not nice.
Alright, you take 1 point of damage on your rapier as she catches it on her staff and glance blows against the railing that you're next to, bending the rapier. So it's a martial weapon, so it's still got 2 points. So it's still got 1 more point of damage. Anything else?
Oh, I think I forgot to do an extra D8 for my first attack.
She wasn't damaged yet.
Oh yeah, you're right. And my turn.
Alright, Thalion, you're up.
Alright, so 15 feet to climb on board, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, like 30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet for you, yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Alright, my tentacle's gonna go with a big little bomb, and it's gonna come slamming down. 11.
On who? On that bitch?
On the witch.
That is on her EC. So that hits.
Nice. And I do
AR of 5, Ahmed.
8 damage,
So it takes 3 damage.
and then I am gonna launch 2 tridents at him. So the first one being 11.
EC, yep.
3 damage,
So she negates it on,
and then 10.
which misses.
Okay.
Dry stone.
This is one.
Sorry.
This is one. I'm out of third
How
level
long
spell
does it take me
slots.
to climb it? Is it still the same 15 feet?
I still have one.
It's
left.
the whole thing's 30 feet high. So yeah, it takes the same kind of movement.
How's it go?
You're a giant octopus, you're gonna come on the deck as a giant octopus?
That's what I'm thinking.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try climbing. But I can only move 10 feet out of order, so.
Oh, yeah.
Unless I use dash. Right? Can I use dash to climb?
Yeah.
You can always bar check that, climb up, and bar check that.
True. That's
If
what
you
I'm gonna
wanted
do. Dispel the octopus.
Come back to your form.
Start climbing then.
How far do you move? 30?
I think so.
Yep, so you make it up to the top.
That's my action.
That was your move.
That's my move? Okay. As an action, I'm going to hold my hand axe at her.
You gotta throw it at her.
Wait, yeah, let me see if I
Nice. Well, she can come up anywhere there as well, so she can come up. Well done. Put her on the actual boat.
Nice.
That's 12.
So that's an
Yep.
NPC, Lisa.
So then, is it?
That's right.
Plus.
Well,
Plus is what?
that's zero.
Yeah, modifier? Oh, okay, so it's
Negated.
Never mind then.
She hits it out the way. Anything else?
This thing is so helpful. I forgot how much mana magic I have. I'm like, oh yeah.
As a. No.
That's it. Alright, Bjorn, you're up. Carla, you're on deck.
alright. And run into the fray with these two.
So there's a wall there, so you have to climb the stairs.
Oh. And what was I doing?
Mm-hmm.
6 away.
Oh, mine's a bit weird.
Yeah, because try to stick within the white ones. Yep.
Oh, 6 away, did you say? So that's 30 at home.
Mm-hmm.
So 35. Yeah, okay, I'll just go. Actually, we'll see. 35, 34, 57. And then I'll are these guys wearing middle?
Yes, they are.
Alright, so I am going to attack with my axe.
Oh yeah. What about that? Because my hammer, if they're wearing metal, I add my proficiency.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, what's it for axes? Okay, 20 something?
Hits.
22. Dealing 13 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Necro lightning slashing.
Mm-hmm.
Any?
Mm-mm.
Yep. And then I'll slash, and then I'll reach out with my offhand and grab him and do shocking grasp.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a 22 again.
Mm-hmm.
Getting 5 points of lightning damage, and he can't take reactions with his next turn.
Nice. So that's 18 on him.
Yep.
Any resistance or any vulnerable?
And then I'll use my bonus action to attack the other guy with my whip.
Nice.
Getting 22 again. I've got 3 22s in a row. What the hell? Getting 5 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, 9 points of damage.
Mhm.
Strength 7.
A 19.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, so you did 18 to number 3 and 9 to, I think that's number 2.
Thank you.
Alright, Dark Elf 1 is down there. He's going to put his 2 attacks on you, Harakai. First one getting 18, second one getting a 15.
Both in my easy AC.
Okay, so first one doing 8 points of damage. Second one doing 7 points of damage. Fuck yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
This guy fights off a Hydra and everything.
Yeah, I took it through the Hydra.
Kyla, you're up. And Harakai, Silverbeard, you're on deck.
Nice. Stay with me, buddy. And I'm going to use. I don't know what would be better, but I'm going to use lesser. I forgot something.
Yeah, he didn't take any from the Hydra.
Yeah.
Lesser restoration, which you can touch a creature to end either a disease or one condition afflicting it. Poison, would that?
No, it doesn't have anything like that. Doesn't have a condition on him.
I'm just going to heal him.
Okay, go ahead.
He will die one day. You should have said that out loud. Now he's a target.
Maybe you're gonna die one day.
Wow.
But on my side, I'll run you. No, I'm kidding. Please heal him.
Come on, roll the dice!
I'm
What are you
sleepy.
doing?
I'm sleepy. I forgot the thing.
Do you guys want to stop here or finish it? Whatever you do, you're gonna roll and you're gonna hear him. Like roll it. He's limp on your hand, and as soon as the magic passes through him, his eyes just open. He sees you. He flips around your hand, looks down, and just launches himself off your hand into the fray. And you just hear, and you just see him land on one of the neck of the guys, and he's and you just and Skink Man is just like making eye contact with you, and he's like.
Don't have any thoughts now, Kingsman. And then, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna quicken a spell and do Ice Knife. Let's kill these
Man.
guys.
So, how's
What
the
do you
crew
use to
taking-
heal, Jay?
The crew is losing.
1 point of the healing word.
So there's about 60 of the Witch King crew left, and about 30 of the Blue Horizons crew.
It misses the target, but it still explodes, and they both take 2d6s. So just roll that real quick. So that's 6 points of damage, and that's 2 points of damage to his 2.
What level?
So
That was a level
6
1.
to 1 and 2 to the other.
I know they both take 8 points. I missed with a big hit, but the shard explodes into 8 points of damage. And then roll of type chaos. We're good. Roll of thingy. I got a 1, which 5 and 6 and pops off would be.
Alright, cool.
Who's next?
Alright, the witch doesn't attack with her staff at you, getting a natural 1. No, that was a 7, so getting a 10 against Dario's.
No, he's not fighting, so easy.
And then she turns around and she's going to cast Cone of Cold on the 2 members back there. Who's that?
Me and
Coming in
Polly.
and
Alright, a Blast Cold erupts. You guys need to make a con saving throw.
We got this.
Maybe not.
Great team. I believe.
12 for me.
I don't believe.
15 for me.
12 and 15. Blah, 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 blah. Her thing. So you guys both fail. So you take. She's casting at 6 levels.
Shit.
Oh shit. Dude, this chick is
5,
crazy.
8. Above 5. So you guys take 9 d8s.
Oh!
Can you count as well?
9
I'm out of
days.
third level spells.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make more, but it's going to take a couple
Did
of
anyone resist it? Did you resist it, Tommy?
Nah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are you guys okay? Like, health-wise?
I don't know. Oh, I thought
First
You guys take 47 points of damage.
47.
I'm gonna use my reaction to reduce Drea's by 5.
So she smacks Dario, and as she turns around, she shoots icy cold air at you guys.
Holy shit.
Did anyone die?
No.
I'm on 17.
Nice, and that is her turn. Dark Elf 2 is there. He's going to step into you. He's going to step into you. His first attack is a natural 1. Second attack is a 12. Misses, and that is his turn. Harakai Silverbeard.
Alright, smack. Alright, 20 to hit, and then 8, 13. He's wearing metal armor, right?
Yep.
13. So 16 points of damage.
Both above AC. Oh, 16 points. Oh,
Yeah,
yep,
for-
16. Yep. Oh, that's cool.
And the second attack. Oh, I rolled max damage on both. 24 to hit on that attack.
Yep.
And another 16 points of damage.
Holy shit.
And that's it.
Alright, Dark Elf 3 strikes back at you, Bjorn. First one getting an 11, second one getting... And what's with the natural ones? Whose dice is it? This is your dice. This is a piece of shit.
It's good for you.
So, presuming both miss. It was 11, yep. And back up the top, Dario.
Alright.
So the witch is still in your face.
Kill her.
I'm gonna stab her in the face.
Wait, you use your hunter's mark from the...
How much damage is she taking from it?
Mark.
How much damage?
She taken? 18.
Dirty 20, you said.
Dirty 20 hits.
What's
11 to 15.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check myself. I'm just not.
Yeah, change it to her.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna see my keeper first. So I roll. See my keeper.
You roll a Constitution saving throw. And you gotta get 10 or the damage. No, she's still 2.
Just gonna mark weapon damage as well.
Nice.
How much
That's
damage you get dealt?
You alright?
4? Oh
Got
yeah,
it, alright.
yeah, you pass.
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna move to Hunter's Mark at her.
Yeah.
Is that just
Alright, do damage.
2d8 plus 6.
Miss your roll.
You still gonna do this barbecue tomorrow?
17 damage.
Hey,
Fuck that
nice.
bitch up!
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then I'll do another attack. 19.
Oh, jeez.
19 to hit or 19 damage?
19 to hit.
Hits.
And then that does another 17 damage.
Nice.
What the hell?
Anything else?
Yeah, that's all I can really do.
Alright, Thalian and Drea, you're on deck.
Alright, I'm pissed. I'm gonna come around here. Do I get advantage?
Yep.
I rage.
Get angry!
I don't
Bitch, I say. Alright, so I'm gonna attack her with advantage. Hitting 16, 21.
Yep.
What's our roll?
9 damage.
Yep.
Second attack. She getting 12.
12 is in her EC.
Just,
Doing 9 damage.
So,
damage minus 5 plus 4.
That's my turn.
Yeah, the EC's cool.
alright, Drea and Lord Ulfin is on deck.
Is she bloody?
What's your?
5 damage.
She is blooded.
So Dre's just gonna move a bit closer, and she is going to cast a cantrip flame. So. Okay.
14 hits. It's in her EC. Fuck yeah. Fuck that bitch up.
77?
7.
What's her full health for now?
110.
Isn't Thorn Whip has like a pulling thing or something?
I think it does that.
I
You
might be
can pull
mistaken.
the creature up to 10 feet closer.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I like that.
Or if you do, they get opportunity strikes against her.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Nice.
No, it's.
Oh, no, if it's forcefully? Okay, yep.
My primal savagery is counted as a melee attack. Can I do that as a bonus action?
Is that what, sorry?
Melee attack? Can I do that as a bonus action or no?
What's it?
The primal savagery.
Yeah, what's it?
It's a cantrip. It counts as an action. Like the, you know when you've got.
But bonus action?
Spell speed. Like if it's got speed or bonus, then it's something.
Yeah, never mind then.
Alright, Björn and Kyle, you're on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna attack
Sorry?
number 3,
No, it's
the one ahead of me.
Yep.
And what was that?
a wild check.
Getting 15.
Hits.
Hits.
Oh, glancing blow, sorry.
So it takes half damage.
Yep.
Wait. You have a +1.
No.
You're so good. Oh, is this the first time you killed it?
With the axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think last time as well. Alright, getting a 12 points of damage. Oh, sorry. 17 points of damage. I
Yep.
skipped that one, okay. So that's the first hit, and then I'm going to Phantom Blade pulls out my sword, which lights up with green flames, and I'm going to spin attack both of them.
Mhm.
Targeting the guy in front of me first. Wait, how much damage did I do?
17.
Thank you. Okay, getting a 12.
In their range, yep.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Alright, so.
Probably more. That's a good answer.
16 points of damage, and there's fire included in there now. So that's on the guy directly in front of me.
So AR 55, so he takes 11.
Oh, wait. 21. I'm not adding on modifier. Sorry.
So 16.
Wait, so 21 damage against the guy in front of me.
He's got AR 5 though, it was in the AC, so 16.
Don't do anything else. And then the guy next to me takes 11 points of fire damage.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. That's big as well. Oh, is it still reduced for him?
Did you roll for him?
Oh, no, it's only the guy.
Yep, so he just takes it.
And then my bonus action, I'll attack my whip.
Do you get 2 attacks because of the
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Alright, so
Wait, you get
I'll
2 attacks
go
for
on the guy in front of me.
It's
19.
2 weapon fight.
Yep.
Getting 8 points of damage, and I'll do a second attack straight away. That was a 10. Does 10 hit?
No, 10 misses.
Okay, so that one misses. That's it. I'm done.
Alright, so
That's cool.
Thank you.
in the order of speeding things up and me going to bed and not dying, it's clear that you guys have the upper hand on these guys, and she's bloodied. There's 3 guys around her. The battle continues for another few minutes before the Dark Elf Witch fights to the absolute death, trying to do whatever she can to exact her revenge for her daughter and her husband. As she goes down, the remaining human crew, although winning, now with the addition of the Fate Chosen, the heroes of the Fate Chosen, you guys quickly cut through, within a matter of minutes, cut through
Can we take a prisoner?
a few of them.
Not her. Seeing as they're running, but she's not.
But how would you know? Like,
Well, she said she's fighting to the death.
yeah.
As everyone's obeying.
No, only when she goes down.
Okay. Alright, do you guys want to take a prisoner? Stop retaliation, maybe?
Can we take a prisoner?
It depends who did the last hit. Like, if you guys are gonna say, no, I'm not unconscious, but you usually go, it's a murder hobos. So.
Well, Felon's raging, he cut off her head, so.
Holy shit. Cutting through a few of them quickly turns the tide of battle in favor of the Blue Horizon, and those remaining either surrender or jump ship and try to make their way back to the Ark.
Oh, they go back.
Back to the Ark.
Wait, really?
Well, it's better than drowning at sea.
That was intense.
That was so intense. Oh my god, the Hydra, the freaking Ark, these guys,
The ropes coming on board, the cannons. Oh my god.
And then this bitch.
Eagles dropping freaking magic stones.
Yeah,
Oh
that was
my god.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Oh,
these
he's
guys,
got
dude, MVP of that moment was the sticky bomb with a combination of the octopus head and the
Octo team.
the fire. What do you call it? The
Burning hand.
burning head.
Octo
Oh, that
dragon.
was so good.
So you can call me Duck Up from now on.
Heck yeah.
So how much XP do we get?
3 level ups.
You guys
I
realize
love
that the
HM.
fighting has taken you to the early hours of morning as dawn cracks,
Like literally.
and you guys stand exhausted and view the carnage. And that is where we'll end tonight's very late episode. We'll see you guys here next week to see what happens.
Damn.
We started really late, didn't we?
Hi guys, it's Mira, aka Drea Stone. Thank you for watching this episode of our campaign. Please like, comment and subscribe and keep spreading the Mythic Wyrd.